making this a YouTube video, they can just go through it like in order A through Z.
How am I supposed to fucking make this A? This is A through C. Achilles, Agni, AMC,
Okay,
Tosh,
good. I didn't know if you had
Amaterasu,
it ordered,
Anhur.
motherfucker. Now or like
Yes,
from
we're doing tier
previous
list now.
classes?
This is
Alright.
now, right now. And I'm
Okay,
going to
right
say,
now.
I'm going to speak first, and then I'm going to ask for your feedback. Okay, shut the fuck up. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Achilles
See.
is the whole purpose in high lobbies is his execution, right? He's been locking down the tanks and actually executing that. That's where he found a lot of his value, especially with the immobility or lack of positioning knowledge on a lot of these players. That's where this god has found his niche, and he's done a lot of damage, right? Glad Shield's still really good, and putting a lot of that into play. I still keep him at S because he still offers that. I could have the conversation of moving him down, right? Because you don't have the starter where you found Sundering Axe or Bluestone where you got a lot of your damage from with Glat Shield and just tank the rest of it. Now you don't have that with your starter. So I could have a conversation of moving that down with the lack of starter in that. But I still think he finds his value with his execution into the front line. So maybe he's a little bit more situational than ever. What do you guys think with that being the case?
Yeah, I kind of agree. Lower S, higher
I think he's
A.
S. I think he's definitely.
I think S. I think S too. Yeah.
Because he
You
does
think
good
S?
damage.
Okay.
He has good damage. He has stun. His
I
Q
think
makes
if
him
he
really
is,
tanky. He has
yeah,
free power.
How many subs to
he's
Ridiculous
just
is
good.
wild. So we'll keep it at S, but that's where I sit with him. I don't think he's going to be.
I mean, if
as
he
broken.
is A, he's pretty high A. To
Oh,
be
he's
honest.
high
It's
A.
not
No,
like-
for sure.
yeah.
I
Okay.
don't. I think he's gonna drop a little bit because of the lack of starter, because that's where he found a lot of his damage. But he still finds his value within his execution for the tanks.
Yeah, he's good.
That's true. Executes are just OP. That's true.
Yeah.
And you
Okay.
can spam that. So.
Agni, I still think is gonna be. I think he's gonna be even better than he was before as far as mages.
Really?
I don't think I'm gonna base this off of my comfortability
I'm not-
level with this god. I think he's phenomenal for the lack of his range poke, but just base damage. This god is very good, especially with cooldowns being in meta where you can go Soul Gem, Chronos Pen, Adesso, or Sands, right? With Adesso, this is where he finds a lot of his value, and especially with Soul Gem finding being buffed to 3 procs, I can proc that really easy with this god.
Yeah, he's a solid A.
Yeah, solid A. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think the
I'm
only
not
negative to him
maybe
is
B+.
his lack of CC immunity is all. Go ahead, Swag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe a B plus or like A minus, but I'll put him an A because I mean this is what I'm thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
No CC immunity is fucking huge, especially in
Huge,
August, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like absolutely huge. People are gonna go.
I mean,
go
you got to think
Kraken, you know?
the most important thing of your carries is survivability. I mean, what good are they if they die, you know? So if without him having CC immunity, you definitely can't first pick this god. They will get CC gods, and, you know, he will die. So I think, yeah, A's just good.
Yeah, not
He's a
to
good
mention,
pick into certain comps. I think that's just...
He also stands still when he does his ult, which is also fucking huge in my opinion, bro. Because
Yeah,
the
I think it's
moment
mid.
you cast your ult, man, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure he has 3 meteors and it's like a regular ability.
If
but,
played
you know, the moment
properly,
he's
I
like,
could
"Whoa!"
see... Yeah,
He
I
has
could see
quick
him if played properly, like at an S level, but
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, it's like, if against a good team, like, you just can't first pick this. It's not a god you can always... Like, I consider S and SS, like, gods that you can almost always pick, and they'll almost always be good in most situations.
I
Yes,
agree.
sir.
So I agree that, I mean, more often than not, you're going to be picking your mage third anyway, or should if you're actually giving a fuck, playing for cash or trying
Oh
to
yeah,
win games.
DPS.
Your
man.
DPS is almost always last pick, right? So, more often than not, you're gonna know for the most part the enemy team comp what they're looking for. Can I get away with the lack of CC immunity? So I would keep him in A. That's fine.
Yeah.
AMC, I think I used to love what he was able to do. I think the nerf to his stinger and the procs on that, and I think. I think the new god, Marticarus, is just a better AMC at this point with the survivability and his ult.
Yeah.
I think he gets a decent amount of value, but I think he's especially. I have to feel out what this gun is with the nerf to tanks to some degree. I don't. I still think. I still think he's super diveable, right? Like the whole way you're killing AMC is getting on top of him, right? Really burning him out. Like if I am locking him down with a Bracken, right? I'm walling him off and just blowing his head off. You're gonna find maybe he shifts up a little bit, before, I am a big like him and Thoth were always the range poke damage. Now it's Marticarus is just a better AMC. So if I'm gonna put Marticarus in S or A, I feel like I have to have him below.
Yeah, I think minimum he's B. Minimum B. He doesn't have that great survivability. You can't first pick him. He's not always going to be good in comps, but he is pretty strong. I mean, he is strong into the right comps. I'll just say that. Like, it just you kind of have to build a team around him. He's just not. You can't just always pick him. But I do think in the upcoming season he actually will be stronger because of his
With
his
the lack
one.
of yeah.
Yeah. But
it's hard. Like I want to put him A, but like I don't feel good.
I think B is better, to be honest. There's
with
just
Martin
better
Christ.
players.
You gotta put him in. You gotta put him in.
Do I really?
Yeah, see, look, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking
He's
AMC,
A or S tier.
I want to lean
I don't
this
think
way.
he's S, but I'll put him A. I would be okay.
I'll put
with
him A. Yeah.
Dude, because like the thing about MC is that you could also build him in a really rare way that you could actually build protections and still fucking shred, dude.
Yeah.
That
Is this
character
the
does
Chinese
so
map
much
or
damage.
Jade Emperor?
I'm talking
or...
current. This is current.
Oh.
I think he's better than he was, but the problem I have is if you put him here, you're immediately putting Marticarus S. You just have to. Because Marticarus does what AMC does, but better. With the survivability of his ult.
Oh, Taylor, you think I'm wrong? Get in here, bro. Get in here and tell me why.
I kind of agree. Marty is definitely just better.
Chandler, I will get to Helm where that place
I'll be
is. You'll have
fine
to
with
stay
it.
tuned
I'm
to
fine
figure
with
that
that.
out.
I definitely don't think he's S though.
I think I like where he's at in A. We'll have to feel where it is with the tank situation and how good he actually is, because I still think with the double warrior or a warrior assassin, you're still gonna run into the issue of he has to have a team built around him. All right,
This is gonna be the longest tier list ever.
I know we have to be
I'll
a little
pause.
faster. I'll Poch. I think is way too fucking situational, even though I'm getting yelled at to put him in SS.
I think we gotta declare mage or tank.
I mean, either. Which way you get, like, even if I built him tank, I can't have the conversation of putting him A. I just can't. I don't find that value of, like, if you're running into he's too situational. Like, I have to play into healing to really find the real value of him.
Fine, B.
Blink Possible is very an idiot.
Definitely B, I think.
Yeah, B or lower, but whatever.
All right.
He's scary when there's a comp around him, though. Like, he's super fun.
Oh, I think he's very.
If you
good.
can't deal with him, he can be hella scary.
Yeah. And he's good for healing, so, you know. And heal, that is.
Amaterasu. Where you guys at with this?
I'd say A.
So,
A.
yeah, I think she's A, but she has a lot of potential, bro. Because, I mean, think about it. Her autos shred objectives with the Red Bull being fucking crazy as it is now, right? I mean,
Not only that, but with the new item increasing her basic attack damage,
and you have the purple buff.
yeah, and you can almost use it the entire time. She's one of the few gods that can abuse it like that. So yeah, she's pretty strong. I think A, yeah, at least.
The healing run that gives attack speed also prots on her too, so really good.
Yeah.
On her, I think on her's phenomenal. I think the CC immunity.
Maybe S minus.
I'm gonna leave him at A for now, mainly because I just still don't like. I don't like where he's at. I don't feel like he feels like he's safe. I have a jump. I have CC immune ult, and I do a lot of damage. But there's a lot of ADCs that are just better right now that I'm gonna see in S tier over.
I think also you got to take in consideration now. Maidens like wave is gonna be a lot harder to kill, and on her just sucks ass at wave clear.
Wave clear, yeah, and you have to get
like it's gonna take him a while before he can one shot it.
I mean, he has good self peel though. It's hard diving.
He does have
knockback. A good jump.
He does offer a lot. I do agree with that.
I still think there's gonna be better gods. Like if we talk about X-Ball, we talk about Ishtar,
Also,
we talk about like. Again, but you still have some of that on other ADCs. I think meta ADCs are gonna be here, and there's gonna be some that are really hard to pick. I think you just
he's not exactly wrong. Winter does have a pretty nice kit for survivability. Person, people.
We'll have we can always flip it around a little bit. Anubis, what do you think?
I think
I don't know. I feel like he's scary, but I mean, like
I feel like A into the right comp. He's just one of those guys you have to, like, if he is able to, like, cast and shit, like, he can 100 to 0 people, like, pretty easily. I feel like in lower levels, he's good, but I mean, at higher levels, obviously, he sucks ass, because no one's ever going to let him cast.
I'm talking high levels, okay? I'm gonna talk like I'm playing against good teams.
But this dude would frag you.
I think wave clear. I think with the waves being tankier, I think his clear and pressure is going to be way better than it even was not before. However, I think his immobility and just ability to get bursted as well in return, I can't put him above a Potch. I just can't. I don't feel right doing that.
Just get Blink.
What? You don't think Anubis is better than fucking
I
Outwash?
think he is. But if we then we do this.
Nah, put Outwash down.
Well,
Yeah, I would agree. At least put Outwash down. There's no
Okay.
way Anubis is better than fucking
Out for
Outwash.
Anubis, bro.
I would rather see an Outwatch or an Anubis.
Oh,
than an
Alquong's
Outwatch,
F tier.
I don't.
I think you still have to value. I still think you have to value his execution.
But whenever
and-
I think
Somebody
I'll give him B to be
Bro,
honest. Everyone
somebody-
swears up and down this dude's good.
If
I never
somebody
see him
bans
fucking
that
played
god-
well. He always fucking
Take
he
turns,
never
guys.
he goes like 0-7 every time I ever have one on my team.
If somebody
Bro.
bans that god, bro, I know it's a free game.
Got him in assault the other day. He's OP, trust me. Just like
Yeah.
the lifesteal on that guy is crazy. He hyper carry potential, dive potential. His lane clear's fucking ass though. So I think
If you're losing to
His
Alquong,
lane
you're
clear,
bad.
his lane clears ass. He does have an execute, which is probably his only fucking possible redeeming factor on him.
dude, his
The
dragon.
high single
on that-
target damage into 3 fucking people, which he never gets off the damage. We could
All right,
go.
we'll keep him B. We'll keep
Yeah,
B
you
for
gotta put
now.
him auto attack. You know, double
You
life
have to be
steal.
auto
Crazy.
attack. All
You
right,
gotta be tanky.
Aphrodite. Even after the nerfs, where you bring this?
Bro, Aphrodite is crazy right now. I think she's good. I don't know how crazy though, because I don't play that character.
So I think she was originally SS, right? I think the nerfs.
What was the
to-
changes?
I think the nerfs to her a little bit with the the sheer protection and the nerf to her healing or her tick for her birds. I think that puts her here. I think her think of it now where ADCs are even more meta. When she's hooked up to that, it just offers that survivability even more and harder for you to dive and that peel. But you're gonna see her bruiser where she's gonna split those prots with her ADC, and you get to this late game with an ADC. I don't think you can fight it. I just don't.
Yeah, I think
It's S/SS for me.
Yeah, I mean, I could have the conversation on both.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
still
it-
waiting to see. Like, I want to.
Anything
For now, I want to see when we get to some
sustainability.
gods that are like, oh my god, that's fucking SS, right? I want to feel that.
I
Yeah.
I think mainly
it's
because
something
now if
Odin or Opwash, you know, it's not like totally like crazy, you know what?
I don't know, man. Basically they could test Bull Demon whenever they want for no penalty at all to damage. They could probably save if they
Mhm.
dive. They never are allowed to dive tower. They can probably freely test with
All right, we'll put her
Aphrodite
here
as
then.
well.
Yeah, I get what you're
She
saying.
opens up a lot of opportunities.
I hear that. What do you think, Pitt?
I could see S though. I'm fine with S,
S
but
tier, S
she's
S. All right. Apollo. I think Apollo is just so ass right now.
Here, dude, he's crazy.
Nah, I think the alt is just like you don't have a team fight alt. That dash can get caught so easily. Like your lack of mobility, you're kind of just a standing target. I can't. I have to put him below.
I
We'll
don't
put
feel like he's B.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
B
I have
is
to put him
B.
below honor. If we have honor and A, I have to have him below.
I think B. That's fine with me.
Yeah, me too. I mean, he's an ADC, so you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna see many ADCs below B right now. All right, Arachne. I think
Tanky or what? Like,
either way, if you're going tanky,
dude.
I think in it like without starter, I think it's just gonna be so much harder to see her.
Yeah, I could
I'm
see
thinking
that.
without starter, guys. Like if I'm not having a starter helped with Thieves, and then I can go Bruiser, aka what Yark does. But like without that starter, you're not gonna have shit, and your waves are tankier. What are you actually providing? You're just a useless body.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say C tier, because she's still a threat, dude. Especially
Bro,
with
there's
Joust.
no way you're
I
putting
should
her.
be.
I have to put her in D. If you put her next to Alpach, I think you're actually trolling. I genuinely believe
no,
that.
it's because
What?
you gotta she's a lot stronger mid late game. You know what I mean? Like she still has a
She
potential.
she
to
definitely
come
need her weakness is early game. If you can just punish her for early, then you'll be fine. But if you can draft, I mean, all she needs is like 3 items, and then she can become a potential threat.
Yeah,
All right.
and I'm also the X carried. Yeah, I mean
That is kinda
her X
true.
is just-
I would say C or D. I don't think she goes anywhere above C.
No. I don't know how I feel having her
think
next
C
to
is
Alpach,
a
but that's
solid-
fine.
C's too high for her.
Yeah, I'll leave it for now. I definitely think it belongs here, but I'll trust it for now. We can always remove it later. Aries.
A for Ares, I think.
Eh?
I'm biased. I'm biased as fuck.
I think with the
love
lack of
Aries.
starters, I think we could have had a conversation for.
I'll say A. I will say A because I don't think he's as good as
I think we could have had a conversation before for S. With the lack of starter, his immobility and absolution in the game, I can't have S.
Yeah,
Like,
he's gonna get
the only
hits.
thing you're going to offer is pure damage and the cripple off your chains. You're going to burn some beads if they don't run absolution, or maybe they don't have the CC immune alts, but that's literally it.
I don't know. I see it as if you use him and they go into bull and you get a cripple or you ult, you're guaranteeing beats every time. And now it's a real threat that he's in your face the next time you want to walk up to the bull. So
Yeah,
that's
plus
just my opinion.
he gets powers off Emps. Also think
Yeah.
he's good into Atlas. Atlas can't do shit to him. He can't pull him.
Yeah,
he
they're not
can't
gonna be
do
muted.
I don't think he's one of those guys you can just play any time though. That's the problem. So he
Yeah, I
can
mean,
get counterpicked pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, I'm picking him if I see somebody no CC you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Straight up.
He's strong. I'll say A. I like A.
Artemis.
Artemis.
I
Fucking
still
dude.
think
Me,
I put her next to. She has a team fight alt, right? She has a CC immune alt. Which you get her
She
to
can't
late, I
kill
think
wave.
she shits on people.
Shit.
She lacks mobility.
dude, yes.
She
If
can't
she
kill
gets
fucking
late,
wave
she's
for
fucking
shit.
killing everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
But I'll tell you
again,
what,
the
there ain't no
early
way that
game-
bitch is getting to late. That
Yeah.
she is
Yeah,
dead
it
weight.
just depends if you can get there.
She is damn dead weight.
If you
If
can
you're
get-
asking
Part
an
of me wants
Artemis,
to like.
If
do
if you're
this.
asking an Artemis to go and help you defend Bull Demon, you're losing that game, buddy. You're losing that damn game.
All right, Ardio. I think
don't know.
Ardio situationally, I have to put her A because of like the mobilities that are gonna be like Guan are gonna be Hercules are gonna be Tier. That cripple and just the peel or bruiser esque is gonna be very good. I can't put her in B and feel right about that.
I think she can be a monster, yeah, A.
I think because of her situation, like I think she could be here.
I think most Guardians are gonna fall into that category, to be honest. And I think most Guardians should be A or Air.
Athena.
Athena,
I think A.
yeah, I think so too. I mean, the DR, like, I don't know. If you change CC, her taunt goes for like literally like nothing. But if she starts it, then it's pretty much not even a
Yeah.
big deal.
I would say if your Athena's not leveling a 2-second fucking long taunt, you need to get a new one. So
Well, yeah, you should be maxing taunt first.
that shit is broken.
I mean, the mitigations on her ult, the taunt, especially if you're playing a classic comp, I think this is going to be insane for a mage ADC. I'm just, whoever you taunt, you're just blowing it up, right? Like, calling out the taunt and cooldown, I could have a conversation here. Now that tanks aren't as tanky.
But that what I'm saying
last
is that
season,
also,
I probably would have put it here, but I could have a conversation now with a classic comp.
well, I also think it's like just that pressure alone of like, hey, I'm gonna grab your beads, or you need to stand like 20 feet away from me, or else I'll fuck you up. You know?
Yeah. Pit, anything to add? All right,
Yeah.
Atlas. I'd
minus?
I'm gonna put him in S. I would have again with starters put him here because of his damage, because of his alt prot shred, because of his slow, because of just his health pool as Atlas itself. Is the whole reason he was fucking SS. But I would put him in S, is my opinion of where he stands. Without starter, he still has to get tanky. He still has a health pool, but my ADCs are getting into late game, or like actually tank shredder builds faster.
Yeah, I
Time
think he
master
would be
Atlas.
SS. I don't think he would be SS tier because he has quite a couple good characters against him. Like I said,
Mhm.
Ares is really good
Yeah.
against him.
There's a
Guan,
lot of god.
yeah, there's
Nox.
like a lot of characters
Yeah.
are good into him, but
Baron,
he's still a
there's
good
a lot,
character.
yeah. He's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
strong. He can get the prot shred is what made him really strong before. Just so we're clear, I mean, his prot shred with a bunch of CC, a huge health pool is really what you want, and a double tank, which is most of the time you always fought at a high level. So
I think
that's what made him strong.
I think it is notable that they nerfed him in non-conquest changes to 10% ultimate cooldown nerf,
Did they?
and then the 5% CDR on non-ultimate cooldown.
Oh,
Right? I still think he's us.
I still think he's
Yeah.
ass, but I'm
Big
throwing it out there, bro.
Yeah.
Throwing it out there.
He gets easily damaged. Like it's really hard to miss his abilities. You gotta have no hands to miss it.
Willix.
Wheelix. I don't know. I feel like she has good potential actually, but
I'm gonna go with B.
Yeah, I'm
B?
thinking probably B. Yeah.
Pitt, what you thinking?
I think she's C, but then I don't think
Yeah, B or C. I agree.
She does.
Outlaw she's
She
on
does
her
a lot of.
level.
I mean, she
I
does a
think
lot
she's
of
too
damage, though.
situational.
She does a
She's
lot of damage.
situational, but the problem is it's so hard to get her damage off. I mean, when the fuck are you gonna be soloing someone with a wheel? Like she's a solo. She solos people, right? I mean,
I think
it's
in
so
solo
hard for
queues
her
and
to
low
walk up at
MMR, she
a.
could get away with stuff, but I don't think in high games, like, who you can actually pull and just, I mean, I got beats for an ult.
Yeah,
Right.
I'd say B or C. There's just better gods.
I definitely say B, dude, because that character does do a fuck ton of damage. You get blink on her. I mean, she also has that thing where like like who you just cannot jump. You know
That
what I
is
mean?
true.
Like,
I do agree.
What happens if
There's
we
a
do
few
that?
gods she would
the
fuck,
Bacchus,
but
a Tebow, you know what I mean?
What
There's
happens
like
if we
people
do
knock
that? What do you think?
combo.
I like
I don't
that.
think Outwash
I
is
like
D
that.
tier, man.
I like that. I
You
don't know
know what I
about
mean?
Outposh Man Deer, but yeah, I like that.
Well, we can move him around. How about that one? I'll
Baba?
leave him here.
Yeah,
I'll let
All right, let's go
I'll let
Baba.
him
Let's go Baba.
I'll let him cook.
Yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
let
That's
him
fine.
cook. I'll let him cook. Baba. I think
dude,
I think the
no,
nerf to Book of Thoth and Tablet have definitely lowered her. I think her passive's still insane, and the ability she can stack cloak, she has to have a conversation here. We'll put her here.
F tier for sure.
You
Dude.
think?
I'm honestly yes. Dude, that
I
character, stupid
I
damage,
actually
stupid poke, like it's
I
actually
kind of
insane,
agree.
dude. Her her escape does so much damage too, and her ult is CC immune, big house shield. Like, dude, nah, that character's dumb, bro.
Nah,
I
I think
kind
she's A now.
I think A too. I would agree. I think before she was S with the whole cringe build you could have done. I mean, I still think she's really good. She's definitely high A. Her survivability is what makes her so strong in my book. You just never really want to dive her, but you have to kill her somehow. It's
I still
tough
think you're
playing
running
into
Sunder.
her.
You just Sunder that house, and she's fucking dead. But
But I mean, they also
Mm.
patched it so you could get what is it like that cloak item?
yeah,
Get it
we're
stacked
talking.
like
That's what we're talking about. The cloak, it
Yeah.
will stack on her passive. I mean, I could have a conversation about.
Even if
I know
even
she does
if
a
you
fuck
do
ton of
Sunder,
damage.
I've played into it. It's not the easiest matchup to kill her. Like
Agreed.
you have to pit every ability. You have to Sunder the house properly, and even then, she's probably
I'll
still
keep
going to be
her. I'll
walking
keep her
towards
S for
top.
now. I'll keep her S for now. We'll just. I could have a conversation of both. It'd be like an A plus area.
I think I could see her
but-
being even stronger now because now she can contest Bull Demon for free with the ult. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, we can
and
move some of
you
these
ain't
back
diving
around.
it.
It's just the range we're looking at, right? So Bacchus.
Bacchus.
S tier.
I think S.
I mean, I
I
don't know.
think
You could
S,
go
yeah.
Ganesh into him though. You know what I mean? And then
You can counterpick him, but he's one of those gods where it's like even if you counterpick him, he just does
He
so
still
much
gets the value
fucking
off.
shit. Like
I
it's
know. I mean, his OP though. I'll tell you that. I've been drunk for like ever, bro.
natural protections, natural healing. He's got a knockout.
Okay, this
the
alone,
ult.
when you look at Bacchus across these three right here, I think Bacchus is just better, right? Like when you look at these Guardians, Bacchus has to be above it, right? That's that conversation of his flop. The knockups are non-DRable. I can't say it enough. It is like the biggest thing to deal with and the hardest thing to deal with the DPS. If you boosh beads in the middle of the air, it did nothing for you, right? I can beads this shit. You can't beads that.
We're
Not
only
to
gonna
mention
talk about the roll.
his base damage and everything else he does. You just have to put him up here.
Yeah, if you pick him against like Rama or something, ult that fucker. He'll roll right into your team, man, because they don't give a shit. They ain't gonna fix none of
I
that.
feel like he's A tier, man, because he's too counterable. I feel like there's a lot of characters that could just silence his burp.
I still think he has but he is counterable. But if you counter your entire team comp against the tank, well, you're not countering against the DPS. I'm cool with that.
I mean, you just need a Ganesh, in my opinion, man.
Okay, but you get what I'm
I
saying.
do agree.
Though.
Ganesh is good into him, but I don't feel like a lot of people play Ganesh. Ganesh doesn't get a lot of love. Bacchus is just so easy.
And
for
especially
everyone to play,
again,
and-
back into. I think bruiser tanks are gonna be more important than your. I'm just full tank peel because they're not gonna have. They're gonna have to get certain items online before they're actually tank.
Yeah, Bacchus does do a fuck ton of damage, so.
I was about to
Yeah,
say, do you want a giant ass circle, or do you want someone who could line up a little tiny thread and then somehow dash onto them and root them in it? You know, like that's so hard to do. Like Ganesh has a high skill cap. You have to be a very good Ganesh in order to really just absolutely perfect it.
we need
like,
Taylor one in
countering
here, dude.
targets.
He only plays Ganesh.
I'll fight
Baka.
everyone in that call. Nice, everyone. I think you have to have a conversation of A, if not S, because of his value.
Why?
You have to have an A. He
Fight
is better
everyone
than
in
With
M1
the
here.
new changes to the wave, he ain't killing a fucking wave ever.
He's
He's
late
gotta
game.
He's
You
got to be
guarantee-
tank.
Nah,
gotta
I
be
don't think
tank.
Bacchus A.
You don't
Nah,
think?
he's
So you're
got
gonna
to
be here
be
now.
B or C. I think he's
Interesting.
terrible.
I
I don't
felt
think you can go that far. What's up, FNGs?
I don't know because he has buff secure. He does have
Buff
late game.
secure on
But the
buffs
buffs
that
mean
gives
less. The
50
buff means
XP.
less. They nerf that pretty hard,
50
right?
XP for buffs. Like,
So if he's
it's
going around
nothing.
farming, the wave's the most important. So
He
I
he
agree with
can't
him to
go
some
tanky.
extent.
He's all in. You have to go all in with him. He's not going to be able to kill the wave. He offers your team fucking
I
fuck
can have the
all, to be
conversation
honest.
of B.
'Cause I don't know. I feel like
He's
like
gonna be an
because
alt bot.
they're running double tank, he can just roll over fucking carries, man. You know what I mean? Like he's
He can roll over carries. I do agree, but you gotta. I mean, he ain't helping you do jack shit otherwise. Like and he needs items. He needs at least 3 items before he's killing your carries. He's not gonna solo them.
yeah. I
I
feel
mean,
like
he's
it's just the problem with auto attack assassins. You know what I mean? Auto attack assassins.
exactly. So he's
So
right
much
there with
damage.
Arachne. Then he's right there with
Yeah.
Arachne.
But the thing
So
is, like he could eat. You know what I mean? He's hungry.
he can eat, but I don't think he's B. I don't think he's as good as fucking Anubis.
All right,
Oh, you know
we'll
that's
leave him
true.
at C for now. Baron.
Man,
I think
A.
A, maybe S.
I like A or S. Yeah,
He has
Yeah.
good poke. He has good heal. He has a
he's
crazy.
everything you want utility wise,
Yeah, and you could also build him Bruise Rush.
and he's great damage too. I mean, shit, you really don't need to build much damage on him. He'll do a shit ton.
Yeah,
I
for
like
sure.
A or S, but I don't like S mainly because he doesn't have
The mobility.
mobility. That is his main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could get focused by a Bracken wall.
Yeah.
Like it's not that hard to kill
I think
him.
what you guys are gonna see reemerge is this
Get
pick.
walled off. Bastet. I
I
don't
think
know.
this is gonna reemerge to some degree, and I think it's gonna take a lot of people by surprise.
I don't know. I feel like the Ganesh, Ares, the RTO. Pretty good
Yeah,
against
you have to counterpick, but I'm not saying you're top picking the bitch, right? Out
I'd
of
say
out of assassins, when we talk about dive ability and kill ability, this is gonna be a big thing,
Yeah. Basset was
right?
definitely
If I'm
C.
playing into, remember Jan, we played all the time, right? We're playing into double DPS. You last pick that when they don't have the counter pick, an RDO, a Nox, an Aerie, something that's gonna actually lock me down upon jump. I get free damage on a jump.
Yeah.
Every time, and she does stupid damage for no reason.
That sounds good.
this
Next
last
guy.
pick is gonna
I'm
go.
good with her on A. I think her
I'm
being
good with
A.
Bologna.
Bologna. I think Bologna is gonna be even more valuable considering she's gonna be playing into a lot of AA base. So where are you
Well,
gonna
the
drop
characters-
this?
The character's actually busted, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. The character's actually like really good.
I wonder what y'all say because I'll be honest. I play a lot of Bologna. It's hard to pull her off. It's not an easy job to make her actually useful.
I say
In my
she's
opinion.
A.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm fine with A or B. I don't think she goes anywhere close to S.
I'll leave her at A for now. We'll vary
Pretty
some of
good
this
enough
out.
for me.
Gabrakin.
Dude, Karakin's definitely A, maybe S, dude.
I think
He's
he's
like
S.
He's a good
Yeah, I
character.
agree with Let's Go. I think she is kind of trash, to be honest.
I think you put him at A, right? And a lot of it's just the value off of CC/his alt to separate someone.
Yeah,
Is he
I like
immobile?
A.
Camazotz.
He also has 2 stuns though, which is pretty good.
Bologna-
Camazotz. I
I'd
don't know.
say A.
Say A.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like A.
Like the alts, I think the lifesteal, the sustain, I think you're gonna see a lot of I'm thinking dive/pokes that for like a traditional comp, you're gonna see a lot of assassins doing that. I think Camo and Bassett do it really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Cerberus.
I'll put him at A. Cerberus. I feel like he's at A too. It's pretty good.
I like A.
Protection shred too, you know.
Prod shred,
Yeah.
anti-heal. Yep.
He's kind of hard to pull off. You have to make sure you definitely hit that one, but he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Sir
Overall, just a good
Nunos.
character. knows no CC immunity, but he's fucking OP. So
I think he's
I mean, in my
phenomenal. I
opinion.
think the only reason I don't put him here is his lack of CC immunity.
his polymorph
Yeah.
also doesn't DR either, which is fucking good. Polymorphs in general are just also really OP.
Jans has input into this tier list is fucked already. That's fucked up, bro.
I don't want to hear it, Riv.
I think again, I would put him up here at S. I think the lack of CC immunity in Joust for 3v3s is a big deal. I just do. Otherwise, I could have that conversation. Wait, Chalk.
Yeah, Chalk is really solid. He's a good B.
I think B.
I don't know. I
think he's
feel,
that good.
I feel like he's good for when you build him like sort of damage. You know what I mean? He
I think he's
definitely
good
needs
if they
to be
maybe
built
if he's
then.
going into people who doesn't have a movement
Well,
ability.
you also
but
got to
other than
think
that-
he is anti-auto attack, right? He does have a slow, and if you build him bruiser, he does a fuck ton of damage. So you add that value to it.
I think he's A. Is my opinion. I spammed him like all of season 5 and season 6 on this map. I think he's A. Plus he has big circles, so he has pretty good.
He does have big circles. He does have big circles.
Okay.
I think he's an A.
Chang'e.
Let's see.
No,
Chang'e.
there's no way you put her here. I could have a conversation up here, right?
Yeah, you don't like
Nah,
Chang'e?
she's A.
She's A,
She
dude.
has-
No,
No
I think you
way-
said
no
C.
way
That's what I was saying.
B.
I mean, a lot of that's her immunity on like a normal kit ability, right? The healing for the tanks. I think that mage double warrior / warrior assassin, you're gonna see that dive ability.
I kind of that Chara's good, man.
Charybdis.
Carapace. I literally never see that character.
She's
but
A.
She's,
She's
a,
super
she's an
safe.
ADC.
It's A.
Why is everything
Okay.
A first and foremost? I don't know if I could put her A.
Good
but
good survivability.
I think her
The
alt is
ult
dog
sucks,
shit.
but the ult is dog shit. But she does have good natural survivability.
What do you
And
mean?
that's the main thing that's important.
It's like Scylla ult though. How's her ult?
I mean, being able to press 3 and you basically go invincible to everything on the map cannot
Yeah,
be bad.
the immunity frames for sure, and the CC immune alt with movement speed is insane. Agreed. I think I have to put him B. His kit.
I mean,
No, Chernobog.
yeah, Chernobog. My bad. I think he's A, bro.
No, you have to
I
put
think
him B. He
bro,
doesn't
he
have a
has-
team fight ultimate, and his
not
abilities,
strong, yeah.
it's not strong. When you talk about other, I genuinely rather see an Artemis than a Bog. 100%.
I guess,
I
but
ca-
I mean, his lane clear is pretty good.
Yeah. Lane clear's
Agreed.
pretty good. I don't mind putting him B, to be honest. It's just really hard to pull him off. His ult isn't exactly the greatest, but
That's true.
Chiron.
neither is Cryptus.
Chiron's
I
S
do like
tier.
damage mitigation. Oh, Chiron out
Yeah,
there.
Chiron's S tier. Come on.
I would agree with either S or A for sure.
I
think
feel
he
like
has
I put him
that,
at A because he's also a skill caster, and skill casters take too long.
Nah,
to
I
get.
built him.
But he's
auto
also got good wave clear now. You can clear from a
Because auto attack
distance.
is just that OP. You could build any other hunter auto attack too. Auto attack is just OP compared to the fucking. I don't know. I mean, he's good, dude. A or S, I'm fine with.
I think his ability on his cleanse. I think your alt range, if you're playing into a classic comp, I think Chiron's gonna fuck both of the back DPSs because you just get Chiron down, right?
Chiron's just so good.
Because you're not playing against a double tank. If you're playing against a double tank, I could have a conversation of A, unless you build him auto attack, in which case, like you said, there's better ADCs that do that. But if you're playing into a traditional,
His
or
ability
double
to
DPS,
get
I got
damage on
this.
carries. Yeah, his ability
But,
to get damage
yeah.
on carries. is
Yangar, I do
pretty
not
good.
disagree. But we have to. I'm going like, I can't put Evergod in this. So
I'm just glad
I'll
because
have
I'm
him
gonna
an
be
S for
broken
now.
now.
I'm gonna have him an S for now. Kronos.
Bro knows.
I think you're right.
He does sort of get farmed though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know, if he steps up, you know, and he gets CC'd, you know, he sort of just forced to use his abilities. But I think he's A. I think he's A.
I
He
could
has
have a
a good-
conversation of A. The alt reset's kind of a big deal. I think he does a lot of damage late, but again, I have that feeling. It's one of those like ADCs are just better, and if you build him ability based or like I don't know. Maybe you see a forefront where the double ADC comes in, where you have a Fizz ADC Kronos, right, or a Soul, and you with that one front line trying to run it down. Maybe, but
I'd rather have Soul, but yeah, I like Rams. I think he's good A.
Cleo.
Cleo's
do you
an
think?
A too, but I don't play her.
A? Cleo? I
I
think Cleo's ass.
I think I put her in B, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't really play.
I
that
think
character,
Cleo finds a lot of her value in the jungle, right, with her passive. I think her charges are insane where she could pull off Bull, but I'd rather see other assassins where they're more pick heavy and like in lane phase. Like when you're talking about in lane, active 3v3, she doesn't offer any CCE. She's all burst. She's a silence. That's it.
Dude,
And she can get locked down
But
really
like, where
hard.
on this map is she really going to be that useful? At the fucking purple buff? Like, that's pretty much her only
That purple
option.
buff's
Like,
about to go per. I think she's pure damage, and I don't think she's gonna find the massive value unless she gets a big lead, right? I don't think she's gonna find what she wants.
Yeah, you're right. I think B's good for her.
Cthulhu.
Uh,
And to be clear, when I'm talking about Cthulhu, I am omitting the fact you're running a double Cthulhu. And you might run into the ability to run into a Nemesis or an Execution, and you're playing into an ADC that's gonna buy fucking Kins.
yeah, like I feel like he has a good kit, but he's just too big of a target, my guy. You know what
I
I
have
mean?
to put him in B. I think there's so many other Guardians that do what he does, but better. I think in Conquest he offers like, here am I. I'm gonna throw down damage. I'm gonna create that separation. But that's not what Joust is. Joust built off that chemistry and going at one target as a 3-man in a high level, right? I don't think Cthulhu does that.
Yeah, I think the ADC just codes M1 and he just dies, dude.
Yeah, I think B or A.
I think we would B. Kukulin.
I'm probably B.
Oh, Coolin, easy A, dude. That character's actually really good. I
I
might
think
be S.
easy A.
'Cause
I think
don't know,
he's A. I can't put him S, but again, I have the conversation where he doesn't have the execution like Achilles does because you lack the starter now. He found a lot of his value in that Axe or Bluestone, and then built the rest of it tanks where he's raging. I'm just doing a fuck ton of damage.
You're right. Yeah.
Without the lack of a starter, I think you have to have me. I think you can't have a conversation with
with starters,
him.
he's easily S, I think.
What?
I think so too. I think with starters he was really strong.
I think he's very strong, but he's not anymore. Cupid.
Hey,
I'll put him A, but he's definitely like just blink areas or something. You know.
Yeah, you lack the CC immunity, but they do have a massive ult, right? And the Cupid, if you play the Heart Bomb properly and actually call it out, it actually offers that CC. He offers a little healing, so I could have a conversation where he's better than these three, or better than these two. Maybe not so. And the Artemis obviously can be a counter pick, but I think Cupid offers a little bit more to the team fight. Daji.
Dashi. I feel like Dashi's
B.
an A. I don't know. I like Dashi, dude. I'm not gonna.
yeah,
Maybe I'm biased.
I think B personally. I don't think she's that great as an assassin.
Yeah, I think B.
Think B.
Yep.
Even with the
It's
ult
just really hard to get her
the
damage
on
off.
the bleed.
Because I mean, I think she's also good for burning beads. So like, if put in with the Ares, I feel like you might just grab it, get a free pull.
I'll be honest. Outside of the Bs, she's not doing too much. I think.
But she also has a lot of bursts too. I don't know. I like that character. Don't get me wrong. I think she's an A. My headcanon, but I can see why you could put her lower, dude, for sure. 'Cause she does
B
a
or
lot
A,
of
I'm
damage,
fine
man.
with. Yeah.
I can. Well,
I think it's.
really
I think you have to be
really.
really good to get her damage off, and into like a right team who actually has CC. She's gonna die every time she goes in my opinion. So unless she ults.
Dinzaburo, I have to put him in B for the fact that I can get in front of his ult and just dab it. He lacks that mobility. You can't you have to put him in B. I can't really have a conversation of otherwise.
Easy B. Also, damage over time takes him out of his 3, which.
Nah, I think he's A.
I'm fine with A too, to be honest. I don't think he's that bad.
think he's
Being
hard.
able to put a pot on yourself and protect yourself from melee
Yeah,
gods.
he's got good self peel.
3, he can go through towers
His
if he
taunt
needs
is
to.
not DR'd, so I mean. Okay.
I mean, I think you're right though, because on the B part, like straight up, like his ult can straight up be negated by a tank, right? He's a good character, but also damage over time too. It takes him out of his escape, bro. Like he's not gonna get that movement speed, you know what I mean?
We'll leave him at B for now. I could have the
Yeah.
conversation of both going in A. I think
Yeah.
there's better ADCs, so we'll leave him at B for now.
Yeah, I would.
Especially if I'm putting Artemis down there, I'd rather see an Artemis late game than a Danzaburo. But I don't know. We could argue for that for days. Disco, I think Disco is fucking sleeper, especially with Deso and Chronos Pendant in meta, right? And you're not stacking, and you're giving a passive to your ADC if you're playing a traditional comp. I think this could be up here. I genuinely do in the right situation where I'm last picking that. I think I could have a conversation here, but considering I feel like everyone has forgotten about her buff pre-season 10 or the season of hope, right? They buffed her ult, they buffed her dash, which inherently buffs the rest of her kit cooldown, and Deso and Chronos Pendant are in meta, and you're giving your passive to the ADC. And you have a CC immune ult. I can cast
That's
twice
true.
effectively in
I
sub
think
10
A.
seconds.
I think she's high A. I do think she's really
I
good.
mean, the
I don't
only
know if
thing
she's
negative
young,
about her is her mobility. But you have that immunity frame on the dash.
but I mean, mobility's a big thing, dude. Mobility's big on your carry.
What do you think, Pat?
Yeah, I think she's A.
I don't know.
I think she's ass too, cause like thinking about it this way, man. Like you guys are talking about that, right? But dude, her taunt goes so fucking far, bro. Her taunt and root goes so fucking far. It's like you being able to touch her and getting through the front line to touch her is like that's a completely different story. You know?
What I think is broken is like gods that can easily get their damage off and very and still survive and
Yeah.
or like not get punished at all for it.
I will
It's not
say-
necessarily free damage on her. I think
Yeah.
you have to play around it with wards. You can hit it through like the blue buff and stuff, and yeah, she'll be really good, but she's definitely killable. It's not like it's impossible to kill her.
I will say I'll keep her in A only because of the fact, obviously playing her a fuck ton. If you just if you play that double or that 3 just complete dive and you're just jumping on the fuck top of her, if she doesn't hit that strike, like you can just kill her. You can.
Yeah.
So I'll keep her.
But
in
I
A.
do agree she does have really good damage. I do think she's a sleeper.
I think
pick
she's.
for
I
sure.
think she's sleeper. I really do. I could have that conversation. The only lack of that is the mobility. Erlong.
Man, I like that character.
Bro,
but
that
he's
character's
ass.
F.
I can't put him F. I definitely gonna have the conversation of B. I mean, they nerfed a lot of this because he was seen in jungle a lot in SPL, so he's received a lot of nerfs recently. So
Oh, he's below Arachne.
you have to build him damage, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but why would you ever do that when you could just go Hunter? It's just so bad.
I think there's just so
And
many
like
other better
you never
picks.
want that as your front line either. Like he'll pin and taunt.
I still don't
Outside
like
of
the
that,
fact
he's
they
not gonna
removed the
be able to
knockup out of his
play.
turtle. I don't know. I'll
Yeah,
keep him
without
SC
that
for now.
knockup, that's rough.
Yeah, I think people overhyped the turtle. They're like, oh, knock up OP, and then he lost it. Did he even have a slow in the 3? I don't even know.
No, no, it's not bad. ESET.
He's,
B.
I don't know, she's pretty good for support, I guess.
No, they
Up
changed a
under
lot of
B.
that.
Did they?
I think
Yeah.
B. She's definitely not as
played
good
in
as.
SPL a lot, and then they nerfed the shield off her silence, and then they nerfed the
I don't-
spear ball duration. I
I
think
don't
you
think
have to
she's
have her
nearly
at
as good
B.
as Agni.
And she
Yeah,
also loses that
agreed.
survivability / mobility, right? So I could have a conversation of B.
And no CC immunity.
I think the only like a lot of saving graces, right, are her CC and her ult, right? So I can just burst somebody with like a true team comp that's focusing one person is the only reason I'm not putting her in C. Like there's just other mages that do what she does but better.
All right, Dragon Boy.
Fafnir, and take into account you're playing with ADCs all the time.
Easily A or S tier. Think he's a good
Yeah.
character.
I
Good
think he has a
stun.
disarm. I think if you miss
Nice little
hammer,
disarm.
I can't justify putting him in S. Like if you're not hitting your hammers, I can't put him in S, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about high level, right? Like, you know, you see Pip Will's fast, he's crazy.
I like to also consider how easy it is for someone to actually utilize the god. Personally, so I don't think he's that easy to utilize. Personally, I think A or S is fine, but S is for if you're hitting everything. In my opinion, I don't think it's.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if we're doing that, you could have a conversation about a lot of these characters. If I'm hitting everything, we're shitting on people, right?
Yeah, but I mean, Bacchus, a giant circle, and a burp that you can't possibly miss. Different than Fafnir hammer. That's a straight
Fafnir.
little.
Fair
line.
enough. I agree that in the right situations, Fafnir can be baller. But I can't justify putting him
Yeah.
with the gods that are just
His
busted.
1 and 3 with a double stun and the prot shred on his 1. Yeah, dude, that character's good.
Fenrir.
I don't know. He has a hard time into like cripples.
He
But-
can be countered, but I
can't be
definitely think
easy.
he's a pretty strong A.
I think
he's
you
a
have to
pretty
put him strong A only because, right, when you're running bruisers or just that dive ability, super easy to play. Wall is meta, right? Like that counter pick. Yes, you can have cripple fields, but if I'm picking him fourth, aka that second pick for the team right before P's and B's again, I can ban out those situational counter picks like RDO Nox, etc. Right? Same situation with the tiers, so I could have him in A.
I think as long as you don't first pick him and you pick him into like the right comp, he can dominate.
Okay,
I think
yeah,
he's a
he can
very
baller.
strong A. I mean, with the attack speed, you can go. He's very diverse.
He's very
You can
versatile.
pretty much build him.
Build
Yeah.
attack speed or ability based for sure.
I'm good with him in A.
Freya.
I mean,
I can't justify this pick, bro. I can't.
Man, I didn't hear you, but was that a C you said?
Yeah, I can't justify this. Like you have to get her to late game, but again, I'm thinking like Chrono Soul does what she does better. Like Conquest, I can get this, but like I can't do this in Joust.
Yeah, I'd rather have a Kronos or a Soul.
I could put her in C. What do you think, Pat?
I think she's C.
Ganesh.
Oh, dude,
That's
that
true.
character.
Yeah.
That character's the bane of my existence.
I think you
bro.
have to have her here. All right.
I
let's-
think he's S, dude. He's
What?
actually-
Yes.
S?
Yes.
Y'all are crazy as
yes,
fuck. He's
yes.
not ass.
Okay,
Bro,
here's why,
come
Jan.
on,
Here's
He's
why,
A.
Jan, and then we'll have a conversation. You have to have him in S tier because of how low his cooldown and his ult, and because you're playing him with a traditional comp. If I'm running a mage ADC, the peelability / survivability that I offer to my team with that pick, and I silence dash cancel, they completely fuck it.
I think he's more of a counter pick.
No, I think this guy could be a real big conversation. Like, I could have this contention.
I don't think you just pick this god and you just win games. Like, I don't think it's like a
Nate's out
first
here
pick
like, fucking good ass, baby.
He's a really good.
No,
facilitator.
I
I
genuinely
think he is a strong. I think he's a strong A. Do
Okay,
I think he's
okay.
as good as like fucking Aphrodite?
Yes. I okay, but we had the conversation if she could be here, right? I genuinely think she could have that conversation here. I do. But I don't think there's any world in which you can't tell me he's not S. I just don't. Like, think about how he plays into
Like I said,
Atlas,
a lot of
how he
his
plays into
abilities-
Bacchus, how he plays into every other Guardian or everyone who's diving. Like, it
And
fucks them.
Yes, at a high level, in which you're picking this god into other gods that get countered. Yeah, I agree. He is good into a counter matchup, like for sure. But I don't think you're hitting a 4. You're hitting a 3 onto him and somehow locking in. You're pressing a 4 and you're hoping you get a tick of damage on the slow, or
I think
I
you still
don't
need to
know.
find
I
a
don't-
good player, bro. I
I
genuinely
mean,
believe he's
it's
there.
one of those things that's kind of like Fafnir. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, he can be super strong at a high level with high IQ, but is he going to be rocking every game in the damn gold
Okay,
lobbies?
But
Fuck
think of his
no.
silence.
Fuck
This
no,
is
he's not.
like insane.
Yeah,
I'll-
bro, that character.
I
I
know-
don't know.
Yeah, but
We'll
I'm
leave
just
it for
saying,
now. We'll leave it for now. We gotta
okay,
keep
well,
going.
then
We
you
have
run
so
that
many gods.
motherfucker- You run that
We have so many
motherfucker in
gods.
your gold
We'll
lobbies.
keep going.
You run that
Listen,
motherfucker in your
I-
gold lobbies. and
It's
you
not a
say,
hard
show
carry.
Me, show me,
I'm treating this like we're playing with 3
show
characters.
me how he's fucking
I am
ass in that gold
treating
lobby.
this
buddy.
like we're playing with 3 players. I'm not saying, dude, pick Ganesh and you're about to hard carry the fuck out of that shit when you're solo queuing. No, you're not, bro. But you can't have a conversation in a world where he's not S.
Well, with the other gods, you can.
See, even Nate agrees, man. He's like, Ganesh is the best god. And
Nate, you are a Ganesh main, to be fair. So a little biased, but at the same time, I could have a conversation like that. He's phenomenal in high lobbies. I definitely don't think you can play him solo queue and just expect to carry it without your DPS playing with half a brain. But I think that god is phenomenal. Geb.
He's an A, I think.
A or B.
Because all he has is a knockup. Maybe
I mean,
a
he
little
had-
code low.
Yeah, he's got a good little knockup. He can give you
He
a
has a
shield
knockup
every
all
now and
Geb
then.
shield. That lack of
He can
mobility,
hold, and
with
maybe
Sunder,
actually-
and with Sunder still being good and the lack of actual tankiness, I want to put him down, but
I kind
That's
of
fine.
put it down too, but
I want to put him down so bad, to be honest.
I think he's A. Because, I mean, sometimes you run into good Gebs and, you know, the shield actually saves carries lives, dude.
Agreed. I agree. Geb can save a lot of
But
lives.
you
I agree also that Geb can get picked out because he does. If you just block the rollout and I sunder your dumbass, you're fucking dead. Which is what a lot of Geb players are going to come to realize when you don't have a starter and you don't have procs.
It's
until
just
3
better
items.
Guardians.
You're just going to get shot.
he ain't gonna do you jack shit damage wise. He's just gonna sit back there and get fucked with you. So, in my opinion.
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh.
I think
No,
his
it's-
kick
it's-
duration is terrible. And I think with the amount of nerfs he's received, I can't really see him above B.
I'm
Yeah,
fine
I
with
think-
B.
Yeah, I think B is fine. He's really
Um,
good when you put him auto
With
attack,
all the
too.
nerfs that he'd received recently, especially when they saw him at the beginning of SPL last year, he's been like nerfed 3 times and hasn't been touched since.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Next one.
Guan boof slash boof.
Yes.
Bad Scott.
Yes.
Bro, you.
What?
I
What do you
dude.
mean?
With
I'm
the
not
wait,
that
okay,
good.
again, can we
I
go
don't
back
believe
to
that.
the buff? Shield of regrowth, breastplate regrowth combined, right? His heal gives CD, and they increased his talisman / his slice for another prot shred. You're not gonna have a conversation to put him in an SS.
He's strong. Don't get me wrong. He's a strong fucking ass. I'm not saying he's fucking A or anything. I mean, he's a good ass. I don't know. If he's A.
All right,
What
well,
what do we consider SS? What do we consider SS?
like you play, you win. So I guess it is. All right.
Yeah,
What's
Agwan's definitely SS. Because,
Well-
you know, Ganesh could just, you know, shut him up, but, like, his cooldowns are so low that you can just do it again. Then you Hachi.
Hachi's fucking big.
I genuinely think this is busted. I played 3 games off stream before I came on, and
Yeah,
I
well, I'll
dropped
tell you what,
I
you
dropped
can think he's
30k
busted.
more damage. than any
Okay, I
other
can
player.
tell you, you can think he's busted. He ain't going nowhere fucking above A anytime soon.
No. I think the moment you actually play against Jan, the
If you
survivability
think
of CC
you
Munal,
are
the damage he
smoking the
pours.
white shit, if you think he's above A.
I think he's SS. I'm leaving it. I genuinely S.
Get that shit off my screen.
Alright. For Jan's sake, I will leave this here, and in my mind, that's SS. And we will
put it in
talk about.
SS.
He is not fucking even S.
Bro, this is okay.
What?
Okay, guys,
Dude,
you genuinely
it's
have to
fucking
understand.
S
For those of you that
when
haven't,
Ishtar's fucking
okay,
SS.
let me just pull this up. I'm gonna have this conversation, and I'm gonna state it, and we'll leave it in S
20%
for now.
attack speed.
For
What
now.
the fucking dude?
For now. But listen to what changed. They changed his fucking passive to attack speed. They increased his base damage, and before this, they buffed his ult damage, right? Not to mention the survivability, CC immunity, and the fucking
Motherfucker
dash.
sees a banner go up by 10 fucking damage and is like, fucking SS, baby. What the fuck are you talking about, buddy?
Pitt, talk to me.
There ain't no
Yeah,
SS.
that's right there.
What'd he say? What did you say, Pitt?
SS.
I
y'all are
genuinely
on
think-
fucking high
Well,
crack.
okay,
Y'all need
we'll
to
talk
stop.
about it later.
Y'all
Point,
need to
point
get
of
off these
apparently,
drugs.
point of contention for Jan. I'll
A good character.
I have to leave it there.
This
For that.
dude's
We'll talk
so
about it later. We'll
tight.
talk about it
You
later.
got
We'll come
like
back
a
to it later.
50% win loss on that motherfucker, and you say he's good.
Before this patch, yes. I will.
Dude, he
I will
was
come back
ass
to that.
before this patch. You know
I'll
what
come
they
back
made
to
him?
that.
They made him viable. They made him viable, not fucking SS.
Oh my, Lantern! I appreciate the gift of the rib,
Ain't
man.
no
You actually
damn
got
hunter above fucking S. If I
Yes,
see y'all mother, I feel bad for the people watching this shit. If y'all see this and y'all pick Hachiman first, GG.
I'll be
G
playing
fucking
Joust
G.
after this, Nate. I
That
want to
is
finish
for
this
L.
list, big dog. I'll put him in S for now. For now, in my mind, that is SS. We will come back to that. But for Jan to actually move on, he'll be
No
S.
way a 20% attack speed buff gives you SS.
That
There's
is
no
not the
fucking
only
way.
buff. Okay. Anyway.
You can also stand
That's
in your
gonna
banner.
make him
Who did I drop in
Stand
here?
your
Hold
banner.
on. Where did I lose
You
it?
get a buff for deploying the banner, and then you also get a buff for
Where's
standing
Hades?
in your banner.
All right, Hades.
Ain't nobody
Hades.
standing in that
No,
damn
drop
banner.
it, drop it. We'll come back to that. We have so many gods still. I will come back to Hachi and it will be talked about.
All right,
Hades.
Hades, hey.
Really early game dominant. I think you just.
I think he offers a lot of early game. I think the problem is he getting to the wave
A or
to actually
B?
do wave clear. He offers. He just has to be bruiser. I think if you go full damage, you get fucked on. I just do.
Yeah, I think
True.
it's A or B.
Plus, if he tries to initiate anything, there's a Ganesh. He ain't doing jack shit. But
I see, but like when can we really put him in the category of an Agni, AMC, Disco, like some of these other picks?
Nah, put him.
he's
B.
a low A.
Yeah,
Though.
I think you gotta put B. I think I'm B for now.
But that's the thing, though. It's like he's low A, right? That's why you were doing the little things. Right?
Yeah.
I think he's a
Habois.
low A.
I think you have to have him SS, and the only reason you can't is because you can be counterpicked. But his damage can't be denied.
Yeah, I think S tier is really good if you're really
That's
diving.
fair.
I'm thinking last pick. I'm thinking last pick, right? So obviously I'm not picking his bitch. You can't pick him SS.
Fucking Hachi. Better than fucking Hachi. That's for fucking sure.
We'll come back to that, bro.
So,
S tier because he's scary.
I think he can do a lot of damage. I think he can be counterpicked and locked down if you run a double front line, right? But I think his damage is mental. I just do, and I can't justify putting him alongside some of these A's. I just can't. I think you have to still respect that damage. And if you you pass pick this, I think he shits on everyone.
Yeah, he's pretty scary.
Heimdall.
A.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think he's better than these ADCs. I think the survivability of crystals, CC and ult, etc. I just think he's just not a phenomenal ADC, unfortunately, currently. But I think he's very good.
Yeah, and his ult's actually pretty good too. You could just take a tank out of the fight, and then you guys could.
I
win
agree,
that fight.
Rev. Double ADC
Some
is
could
very
argue
good right
that
now, from what I've seen, but I want to feel most of that out still.
I think it's better than Hachi.
Hell, I have to put S. I think a couple of the nerfs that she received this patch.
S.
Botched, I appreciate the follow, man. Welcome to the Blondie crew. I think you have to have her S. I just do. You're gonna put her A? You put her A? What's the conversation, Jan? Hit me with it.
A good little hill bot, I guess.
I think you're still playing her utility, right? Or even if you play her like I still think you still offer a lot with this character. The cleanse, the attack speed,
A or
what do you
S.
think really nerf?
A or S.
I went against a tank Hell who literally had 1 damage item and the rest tanky.
And she still hits you
Bro,
for
that-
like almost 200
Yeah,
with
she
the
hit
one
for,
that
like,
she's constantly
cool.
spamming
No,
on
she
5
does hit.
seconds.
She does hit. She does hit.
Stupid, bro. Yeah, it was stupid.
I guess the hells I play with just like I don't know.
Oh my god. I'll leave her here for now. You're an idiot. Hera.
I think she's a sleeper, bro.
I
her
think you
arc
can
is
have a
actually-
conversation of A. I think you agree. I agree with the sleeper. The polymorph's huge. I think the problem is her cast timers. Like with that polymorph,
Yeah.
you have to use the knockup off your Argos to actually get the polymorph off.
We all
and
agree.
really drop
A.
the damage.
Let's go.
Definitely
Hercules.
Hercules
S
S.
tier.
I still think the nerfs reverting the changes towards 1-2. I still think with
S.
regrowth and everything, that's just being us. I don't think it can be argued.
Horus.
Horus.
Definitely underrated, but the
I think
does
A-
bring him up a bit.
You could have it here for the lockdown, especially with the peel now. If you're running Bruiser, he's going to have Prop Shred. You're going to have a lot of setup and peel for your ADC. I think you can have a conversation of S.
I think at a high level he's not utilized as much, but he can bring a lot to the team.
I think he's definitely S. I feel like he's
S or A. I'm fine with either S or A. I think he's very high A for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Good character, good peel. Non-DRable, knock up with a nice little slow.
Oh yee!
What do you
Oh.
think?
Oh, yeah. Alright, Pete, you gotta
Yeah,
talk
That's
here,
that's
man.
right there.
You really
What
putting that
the
SS?
fuck?
I don't think
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
I don't think you
Use the
lock that
first
in and
everything.
immediately win.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Because when I did,
You can't first pick it.
You can't
There's
first
no
pick
way.
it. I'm thinking this is like contention / winning.
I'm fine with S, but I don't think it's SS.
I think this is
They pick a
phenomenal. I think
really
he's one of the
cheap
best ADCs. I think the only reason, or one of the only reasons, is the lack of CC immunity. I can't put him up here with a
Literally the
without a
only
CC
reason
ult.
is the
If
lack
he
of
has a CC immune ult, yeah, we'll have a GG. He
That
doesn't
will
have
be
a
a
CC
good
immune
one.
ult.
But he doesn't, so he's definitely S.
Okay.
Definitely S.
Bots.
Hoon
He's a-
bots.
It's
That's
a good fucking A.
Definitely high A, low S, I think. I think he's a really good character. I really think he is. I just think the lack of CC immunity on this. Dude,
I
this
agree
is-
with that, Nate.
I
Like, if
agree,
I'm putting
Nate.
a guy in SS, that means I'm winning the game for free. Bots, I think, is phenomenal. I could have a conversation of S, really.
And you thought about putting that fucker Ganesh up there.
You're an idiot. I think bots is phenomenal. I think a lot of players actually don't utilize them as much as they do in Conk, right? That CC immune alt, that duration is mental, and the A cancels off the monkey bounce is freaking
Yes.
good. Well,
Ain't no fucking way he's S. No fucking way.
Dude, I put him up the other
What?
day in ranked. He's
Y'all
good.
think he's fucking S? Y'all think he's S? Dead ass?
Every time I play
Hey.
him, it's usually a win.
We'll have him
actually.
at. We'll have him
What
at
the-
A. We'll have him at A.
kind of
We'll have him at A.
cracker
I
are
still think
these
he's very
guys
good.
on?
We'll have him at an A.
I need this shit. I need
It's
this shit.
Ishtar.
S. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. The alt,
I
the
just feel
use
sorry.
of Griffin Wing, I think the immunity frames on that dash when you actually hit someone and a backflip off it, I think that guy's just phenomenal. Is a Name.
She
I
has a
think
good wave
she-
clear.
I think her wave clear, especially with the waves being tankier, is going to be really good. I can't have a conversation up here with the lack of CC immune. I just can't.
She's not S.
I have
She's
to have
not
her A.
for sure.
You should see Ishtar more. I play Ishtar all the time. Ishtar's very, very good. I think a lot of players don't know how to really utilize the one. And
Giannis.
Diamond below.
Yo, Jonas is S tier, yo. I'm not even lying,
Okay,
bro. He's
no, and here's
good.
why.
Damage is
Here's
insane.
why. The issue is he can get locked down really easily. And typically Giannis finds a lot of his value jungle sides, right? Where I can kite around, I can actually do a lot. When I can only play off one side of you because you have like a non-existent map on the other side, it makes it even harder. Granted, his 10% damage buff on non-conquest changes is insane, but in a high lobby, I'm going to get absolutely shit on.
In this new map,
you're playing
there's
into
nowhere for him
a
to
warrior
go. He will
assassin, and
fucking
he's just going to get
die.
dove and dive.
Yeah, this exactly, Sin. There's nowhere this.
You're gonna
dude-
get
if
picked. You're gonna get
He's
picked.
never gonna be able to cast on the wave because if he is able to cast on the wave, they will kill him for it. So unless he's sitting at tower casting, there's no walls for him really to go. There's just no
I think
way
the
he
only
can-
reason he's
he's
up
not
here is
good.
that 10% damage increase. I think the only reason. I love Giannis. Dude, guys, Giannis and Scylla are my favorite gods of all times. Trust me. It hurts to see him down here. But in Joust, at a high level, you get picked. You just
I
do.
don't know, Blondie.
I think you get full
Well,
set. I don't
watch
think
to
that's
be
in cap.
honest.
I don't even think it's cap.
I'm fine.
Jingwei. I think
Oh,
with
damn.
crit And her too, I could probably have her down here.
She's safe.
Okay.
She's good. She crits a
I
lot.
think
That's
A.
sick.
Mm,
Maybe.
really?
I think S.
I think
S.
S.
Dude,
Yeah.
she
With-
also has the potential, because the map is small, and she also has the potential to literally just back and get back in the fight, bro. that character's annoying, bro.
I haven't played a lot of Jing. I don't like her early game, but I guess with the new changes, she could be pretty fucking strong.
I can't
I-
just.
she's
I can't
also one
justify
of the
putting that
players-
with here. I just can't.
I don't know. She's actually.
I can put her here.
You know, them saying it now.
We'll say high A.
Thinking
We'll say
about
high.
it.
We'll come back to
She's
it.
also
Jing.
good against her, too. Like, I mean,
And
she can just
Bacchus
fly,
and
you know?
Atlas.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
good against a lot of the top players. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna go with S. If you can get her some items, she's strong as fuck.
Yeah, she's just...
I will say though,
The only reason you
comparatively
sold
to
me
the
on
other-
this, I don't know. I can't justify putting that with the other ADCs. I just can't.
What?
Because the only reason some of these ADCs aren't SS, I don't know. That passive helps. Whatever. We'll come back to that.
that passive strong.
we'll come back to that.
Uh,
Whoever, like, after-
Jormungandr.
Right.
Jormungandr. I mean,
Ain't
I don't
no
know,
way he's fucking
he does-
ass. You don't think he's ass?
No.
oh no, definitely not.
The only reason he was up there was tablet originally. I think the immobility can get him fucked, and you can actually have a conversation of B, and be honest.
You could just get fucking farmed. I might say. you
Yeah,
just
I'm
get
trying to B. Because he gets locked down, like without tablet and his bruiser with the starter. Again, some of this, again, I originally he would have been A because a tablet I could have gone Axe and then full tank after that. Tablet got nerfed. You have no starter. So now what are you gonna do? Like you don't offer what some of these other gods do. I think you have to have him B. I just do. Kali.
I think I don't know. Kali's so scary, man.
I like B.
I like her
Really?
low. I like her in A.
I don't know.
You
I
get
feel
her in the late
if
game
you-
as a
if you're gonna
hyper
pick
carry?
her, okay, but what is she your hunter then?
Okay, I agree. Okay. The whole reason I think B, I think her kit's phenomenal. I think you have to get her to hyper carry late. But if
You
I'm
gotta
running hyper
think
carry,
in
I'm
these
running
situations.
ADC.
It's like I was about to say in these scenarios, it's like how good is she into like the meta comps? It's like when are you picking a Kali? Like when is a Kali gonna be good?
I think they're just other
But, I
assassins
mean-
that do what she does, but better.
But yeah, but like half this roster, people don't even play, man. People play like the same 5 gods. I think Kali's just
That is
like.
true.
I
That
think
is
Kali's
true,
just
but-
like. I don't know, because the kill bounty's also good for her too to get up ahead. But yeah, I'm good with B. Honest to God,
I mean,
I'm good.
doesn't have the greatest wave clear in my opinion. I mean, she's single target damage. It's really hard in a 3v3 for her to really be value. I don't know. I think
Yeah,
it's
well,
just
I mean,
hard.
Alright.
once she gets scary, she gets scary.
Capri.
I
think-
do think late game she can be scary. I think
Capri.
he's A.
Capri's A. See,
Dude,
I mean,
no
his,
way. He's got a damn. Yeah, he's definitely A. How you put him in B?
nah, he's just probably
I
going
think
up
he doesn't offer what the again we just talked about. We just talked about what is going to change meta is Bruiser, right? He is Peel. Yes, I can go a Emperor's and bunker under tower with my ult, aka Little Turtle. However, when I step out, what are you really offering with the Kepri? If I get caught out, you're just dead.
I agree.
Even in SPL level right now, he's getting picked and he's getting shit on.
I agree.
I can't.
But
I can't have a
You
conversation.
never
with
pick.
B.
You never pick a Capri because you want them to fucking live. So
I,
it's all about the carry.
all right,
Wow,
I'll have a conversation only because
I would.
he-
I would be
if-
fine
if-
with B, but to
for the
say,
conversation of A, you are playing for the ADC's life and you don't fucking you're worthless. You're dirt. And that's coming from a support main. That's the only reason he's up here. I think in Joust, I think he should be down here, and maybe even the only I'm leaving it a B. I can't even justify it. I can't. The more I think about that, I just can't. And that's coming from me. KA.
Yeah, definitely like a C, bro.
Yeah, I think C, C or D.
Oh, I think with lack of Bluestone, he's definitely down here.
Oh, he's fucking.
I think
terrible.
Bluestone is fucking terrible. Oh, it's true. We didn't talk about three.
He's
Even
gotta be
into the
good.
Kepri ult with all the executions and executions being so highly valued, I think Kepri's even lower.
That's true.
There's
Okay,
actually
I'm
a good
fine with
point.
it. I don't know. I still think his ult gets a lot of.
We'll
value.
leave him at B for
I still
now.
think so too.
I will leave him at B. I do agree with the value of executions. He's down here for sure.
Well, his
Kuko
skill also
Lakan.
gives damage mitigations too.
True. But a lot of players don't know that, right? We're having a conversation
That's
of like
true.
overarching. The
Cuckoo.
again, Cuckoo.
Can we put if you play this god, your shit, bro?
Dude, definitely like I'm not gonna put
He's
him higher than
okay.
an Anubis, bro.
I
I feel
can't.
like
I can't.
I don't know.
I have to have him a B. He lacks a survivability. No, let me finish. He lacks survivability. Yes, he gets damage off, but if you have to play super peel oriented and setup, in which you're just drafting for him, and at which point
Oh.
I draft against you and just shit on you. Like I don't justify that. I have yet to see a Cuckoo piloted at a spectacular level, even in SPL. That is so situational. So
Y'all being
situational.
biased though. He can just throw down his 3. He is actually one of the more safer gods. Let's be honest.
I completely disagree.
That's,
With the lack
there's
of a CC
reason
immune all, he's slow immune and has movement speed. What else you giving me? If I blink
Yeah,
on
he's
top of
slow
you and have a
immune, yeah.
dash, you're fucked.
He's
You're
slow
fucked.
immune and he can throw out a 3 just like a Scylla 2 and just let it sit there and it'll still kill the wave. That's big.
I know I can't.
That's
I can't put him over.
I mean,
Anubis,
I
bro.
think
I just can't.
he's got more survivability than a fucking Anubis. Come
all
on.
right, all right. Well, we'll put an A just for Jan because I have Achi.
I mean, I'm
think
fine
he's
with B
SS.
too, but I'm just saying you guys are capping if y'all acting like this god is easy to kill. It's not. He's not the easiest god to kill.
No, it's not. But I mean, like, I just feel
All right,
like
Kumbhakarna. This is one I think is a massive contention, and I think I can actually put him SS or S. I mean, not SS. I'm sorry.
Okay,
In S.
you're on
if
crack.
DR didn't exist,
And
he'd
the
be an SS.
reason I think in S is because of the root having a cripple now. If I silence you and cripple you and you have to beads, otherwise you're rooting, you're taking all the damage, and I ult you and I have a mass amount of burst damage, and again, you put him with a traditional comp, I have setup and peel, all in one god. I think that god is S. I just do. Because you could put him as a solo frontline and he can do it well.
If DR didn't exist, that guy would be SS tier.
Agreed.
Just saying.
Agreed.
If DR didn't
I'm fine with
exist.
I'm fine with ARS.
I think with the traditional comp or double DPS, that god is like one of the best frontlines.
I still don't see a double traditional comp being meta, to be honest. But
Yeah, I don't see
I
it
could.
either. Think meta for the last God knows how much.
I do like him. I mean, I'm fine with him being S to be.
I think high A, S, middle. I think right here, like
yeah,
A plus, right? So I'll put him in here. We can always move down. I'm looking at Jing and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Kuzenbo, boom. That's it. End of conversation.
Kuzembo SS.
With ADCs
I
being
would actually
meta, with ADCs being meta, and the buff to Kuzenbo with negative, like with the buff being 5% less damage taken overall, is mental. You get him to 3 items, he's shitting on everyone.
SS tier for sure, dude. Our first
He's
SS
also one of the
tier.
guys that I feel like you pick him, and even if they counter pick you,
Yeah, he's still good
you're
against
still feeling fine. You're still gonna get all your damage off. You're still gonna be a menace. He's up. No,
Oh,
not
also,
Hashimi.
dude,
Move that
Marquise-
fucking Hashimi, man. Dude, that
Marquise-
Hashimi shouldn't even be anywhere close to that damn Kuzembo.
Dude, Marquise also procs his 2 like a million times off just regular autos. So he will get back his cooldowns and push him to a wave or some shit and kill him, bro.
Yeah, Kuzenbo is
Really good,
SS.
it's
Like,
ridiculous.
I still can't believe, like, he was already picked a lot. The fact he's like non-conquest changes of negative, like 5% less damage.
Lance.
Lance in the hands of
No,
our
don't say
swaggy
it.
boy.
No, don't say anything.
He's SS. I'm just kidding.
No, okay. Best at B, bro. Best at B. I'll put him at B because like it's easy to get him off his horse and his only skip is his
Yeah,
his
I have to
floor,
put him B.
I feel like it's just hard to utilize him. It's not an easy job to make him useful.
I think he's good bruiser though. I think because of that
I
shield.
think you
I think
have
he's
to
good.
run a
I think he
bruiser.
can be good. I think it's just you kind of have to be a good player to really like play.
I
him.
think he can be good. Such very good. Maybe even A. Played well. But I think in the hands of an average player that doesn't know how to use, like, hey, I have a cripple field as an alt, and I set that down when they have several dashes, and we're just shitting on them or forcing them into relic, right? You have a knockback, aka knock up of sorts, and you have a little damage when played bruiser, but I don't think people know how to play the god. I just don't, and it's crazy. And without starters, I agree that you're gonna have issues. So, no, because you can build bruiser without starters. It's the guardians that hurt most of that. Loki.
I hate that
I think
character,
B.
bro.
Think B.
I think C.
B or C. I'm fine with C too.
Well, I mean,
can't
Ibaka
really-
is in C. Loki's gonna be in C. You know what I mean?
And
what
that's
I think.
fair.
Yeah.
I think you could have the conversation of Ibaka. I'd rather see no Willix or Ibaka. Personally. I think he can do a lot of damage, but I also think his
All right,
yeah,
Maui.
entered
new
100
changes are
zeros,
worse.
buddy.
I'm biased
that-
to Maui. I think Maui is us.
Nah, dude. There's too much knockups and stuff to get him out of the.
The knockup
Fisherman.
immunity, so you're gonna have him A.
Yeah,
So I can pull, I can stun.
I don't think
I
it's
think
that
he's B.
strong.
There's no way you're putting him B. I'll have a conversation of A. There's no way.
I'm
you're putting
fine
him
with
B.
A. I don't think he's amazing like some of the S tier guys.
like
I
he's
don't
just
think
He's
he's
a
just that.
conquest
It
like
god.
makes him
That's
big.
why he's a conquest god. You know what I mean? Because I mean, his one is just too easily like silenced, knocked up.
He doesn't
Like,
do
even
anything in
Geb could
Joust.
just, yeah, that's what I feel.
I
His
think
ult's
with
really
this
good.
new map, I think only because of the new map where you can block off stuff with his ult now, I think it actually could be pretty good. But
I think he's B. Because I mean, think about it, dude. Geb could just like knock him up, and then there you go, no magic fisherman. That's it. It's that easy. You just click 2.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of Maui. I feel like Maui gets
Alright,
value from the ult.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him at A for now. I think you guys have to see a good Maui. I'll be honest.
Oh, he's gonna pull out the Maui.
Yeah, I'll pull out a Maui at some point because apparently you guys don't understand what Maui does. Medusa.
Medusa.
A.
He does get knocked up. Medusa.
Sen, I love that.
Okay.
A.
Yeah, honest to God though, she has crazy fucking Viper shots, dude.
The Viper
the
shots,
link tiers
the
aren't
slow
that
off,
bad
they're all,
either.
even if you're turning it, and if you're playing against Xbox players, fuck it, man, full send Medusa 24/7. But against good players that are spinning and just hitting the slow off the ult, I think she has.
Not
a
only
way.
that, but against good players, her dash is going to be caught majority of the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
That's her
Body
biggest
block that
problem.
shit.
Yeah, if they body block that, your Medusa has no way out. She will die. And
Yeah,
that's,
she
I
has
think
to
she's
just
low. I
fight.
think she's low A. I'll think where I'd put her.
I say medium A.
Mercury.
Mercury. Ah ha 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 ha.
B, C.
Probably B.
I put her.
Cause I mean, he has crazy potential, but he just sucks, man. Like you know,
Even
it's like
without crit, are we really gonna like with crit not being his thing and it's Joust, right? Like, can I really justify putting him up here with Anubis? I don't think I can justify putting him with some of these gods. I think you have to put him C. I just think you do.
You can also build a bruiser actually. He's so
Yeah, but even your
You're
builder
definitely
bruiser,
right.
like I have a CC, like I have an alt, right? I'm alting for setup or like.
You are definitely building Bruiser.
I just,
But also, I think Anubis is kind of out of place. I think Anubis is A.
yeah. You know what? Yeah, we should move up Anubis. It's bothering me that he's B now.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
those
right.
other guys are shit.
Yeah,
I'll leave
there
him in
you
B
go.
for now. I think you could have this as C. I really do. Even bruiser. No, I'm
Bruiser.
leaving up C. I'll leave my B for now. We'll come back. Merlin.
I think he's A.
A.
Yeah, I think pretty
Yeah, I think the CC immunity is what really gets him, and the little chode blink being on like a millisecond cooldown.
The flicker.
I,
Yeah,
I
I
actually
think his damage
A.
is insane.
I think
damage
A or
is
S.
definitely insane.
I think you.
I think-
I think you undervalue this. To be honest, he's the
I mean,
one.
I
I
think
think he's
A.
one of the few mages that I would accept the fact he doesn't have a CC immune alt.
Yeah, but like you know, if I run an Ares, you know, that Merlin looks.
I
he
think I
looks
still
like
shit
food,
on
know
you.
what I mean? He, no, he
No, I
looks
think
like.
Ares would
looks like
solo him.
All right.
No, Ares would solo him for sure, but
All right.
you.
We'll leave him at A. I think his damage
But-
is mental.
I think
Yeah.
he's high A. I think he's good A, but he is situational. It's not like
You
you
gotta
can
get
first
him there
pick
though. Let's be real. You do gotta get Merlin there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You need some items on the plate.
Merc
Or
is
you
so
leave
Morgan
easy,
says-
but
Morgan
S tier,
says-
S tier for
that's
sure.
why I have her. I don't think you can question
I think
that.
S.
I think the
It's
self peel,
self-peel.
the CC immune alt, the damage in general. I think, and they buffed her last time they touched the god with their cooldowns. I think she's an S.
Definitely an S.
I don't think I could justify moving Loki up one, bro.
I'll tell you who's not up there. Fucking Hachi's not as good as Morgan.
Oh my god, I'll move Loki up for now. I agree he does. He does better damage. I don't know. We'll come back to that. All right, where's Mulan? Hold on.
We'll come back
Mulan.
to everything, bro.
Mulan.
I think she's a high A, bro.
I think she's A now, yeah. I think
She's
with the
high A.
early game gods now, I think she'd be pretty good A.
Evolution.
I
on
agree
her.
with moving KA lower because he doesn't have blue stun, so I'm fine with that. And he's gonna get counter picked. I think he's dog shit right now, like dog shit than Joust.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Mulan, you're saying A?
I think A.
High A though, you know.
I think her damage is mental, but I also think the lack of mobility / survivability is kind of unfortunate. You have to use that. You have to use your 3 for immunity frames. You have a CC mount alt, but if you use that aggressively, you're just fucked. You're a standing target.
You know, on the map that we're using Joust on right now, actually her 3 is bugged on a lot of maps. I don't know if they fixed it, but for sure she can't cling to walls that she's supposed to. Like it just won't show up on the
Because
tooltip.
they're rounded. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
something
still
stupid.
think she's A, but A or B.
Naja.
Bro,
Yes.
get that character out of my S tier for sure, bro.
S tier at least, I think. I think she's a god you can just pick and win.
Yeah.
Because I think she
Heroes
can.
are
As
so
a, as a
She can get-
DPS, bro, I'm sorry. I could have a very real conversation about having this in SS tier, and the reason is, and I know some people argue about this. I'll put her in S for now, and we can come back to it. The pressure on just sash. If I sash in and you're not beating, those few seconds, DPS bursts you, and if you don't beads and I ult you, you're fucked. You're guaranteed dead.
Yeah,
He
you're
does
not
have
allowed to play
crazy
the game as a
pressure.
carry, bro.
I
You're
mean,
just not
I
allowed
get
to
that.
play
Is she a god though? You pick and you have no problems though. I feel like she can.
I think
be
you have to be
killed,
good.
and
I think you have to hit it. And if
You have to be
if you're not
good,
hitting,
and
you
plus,
you can't put them.
you got to remember also she's not gonna have the natural protections from the starters like they did before.
enough.
She
Fair
is gonna
enough.
be
Well, yeah.
a normal assassin. So I think S is good for her, but for sure as a carry, it's the worst feeling ever to go
Yeah.
against Naja.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
rely on
agree.
your tank to poke him out.
I think
or, like,
Kuzubo, you can
poke
bash
him
your head
out.
against a keyboard and win the game.
Yeah.
I mean, all you gotta do is sash the carry over and over again. I think good
Neat.
shit will happen.
Boom.
Hey.
Hey?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? Your fucking hunters are crazy, dude.
Wait, what?
An ability
Oh
based
wait,
ADC.
I thought you were putting her in S, dude. I was like, dude, you're
No,
on crack, bro.
I think it B. The lack of CC in alt, she's ability based. Even if you're building AA, you really think you're gonna put her here or an A?
Good clear. Good clear.
I mean, yeah, that's probably her only saving grace. You don't have
Good
starter.
clear,
Good clear.
ADC,
She can,
you know
she
what
can
I
also
mean?
hit the carry. She can also hit the carry with the ult. She can finish kills. And she's got a better ult than fucking Apollo.
Everyone in B tier has like shit lane clear or something like that, you know. But she has a good lane clear.
Alright,
She has a
fair
good
enough.
heal. You know what I mean? And you can also double prot on her 3, right? The little
She's
arrow.
like a
It's
good middle ground.
Nemesis. I put her in A.
Mm.
I think
it's really overrated.
before we could have a conversation about S, right? Because of her
really?
alt for the shred. But tanks aren't going to be in the forefront. I don't believe they're going to be like broken. I
gotta
think
go with B.
you have to put her above assassin. You really think you're putting her here?
I think she's
Really?
B.
Okay, talk
A or
me
B.
through that.
It's just-
Hunters are better.
Not
yeah,
only
but
that,
think
but
about
even,
reflection
even,
damage. No,
even if you use this in the mage comp, which you would have to pretty much, you're not gonna have a fucking hunter and a nemesis. That would be just stupid.
okay.
If you were to use her, it's just hard to get her damage off. You'd have to build her bruiser. I don't
Okay.
know. I just don't think it's that great, to be honest.
I agree. I think she's B, but she definitely has a lot of potential. Like you could definitely.
I think she's
You're
I could see
situational.
B or A,
I could see
but-
situational.
I could see B or A, but yeah, I don't think she's that strong to where it's B or A.
Yeah. Plus slow immunities and cripples and also Ares ult.
Yeah, if they get a stun, her reflection ain't gonna be worth shit anyway. So
I'm conflicted on Nike with Sunder being in the game. However, she's playing into an ADC with her shield and a disarm. But you're playing into Sunder and you're playing into a lot of pen. So I don't know.
Dude, just
You
for
don't have
that
starter.
one reason,
You don't have starter.
B. I think it's gotta be B, bro.
that's a
But
Because you're right, man. They could just burst her down, especially with Sunder. Double front line, just Sunder. There you
I
go.
mean, if they do get a
I
run,
feel like it's A.
yeah.
A or B. I'm fine with A or B. to be
But she has no
honest.
blue stone. That's the
I,
thing.
I think she doesn't. I think if you have to build Glant or some kind of bruiser. She has a disarm and she has a shield, so I'll put her in A because of that. But
the
into a
IQ
good
you
combo,
would
I
have
think
to
you're gonna get
use,
shit on.
the IQ you would have to use to actually make her good is just too high. It's just not a good guy.
Yeah, I gotta agree with them, man.
Nox.
Nox. Dude, I don't even want to talk about that character. I'm just abstaining completely, bro.
I think you have to run her
I don't
tank. I think her damage is fucking dog shit. And tank, it's a single target lockdown. It's situational.
You
It's
land
not conk.
everything. If you land everything, you're crazy. You're SS tier. But you know, if you're not, which is like most players, I think yeah, B's good.
Yeah, I'm fine with
I want to
that.
put her
B or
higher
A.
again.
Listen. Support main. I play this bitch, and out of all the tanks, she's probably my most played, up there with Ymir. But I can't just in ranked Joust. I can't
She's
just.
definitely not.
I can't.
She's
Just,
definitely
they
not
literally
that.
beads. They beads. Run past you and kill your DPS. Then what are you gonna do?
I mean, I guess you just
yeah,
wait up
but
the beads in the neutral, because I mean that's the
the
thing.
getting the beads though is pretty big. I feel like she's A. She's A as a tank.
As a tank.
Plus
Not
her ult has a nice
As
debuff.
a if you're
we're
considering
specifying as a
damage,
tank. That's fair.
yeah.
I
If you're
think
considering
you can't play
damage,
damage. You're playing. Yeah.
she's
If
if
you're playing as
can't-
damage, you're down
she's
here.
terrible. Yeah.
Noah.
That character, I mean, she could clear the wave.
See.
She
Kinda
can clear the
fast,
wave.
I'm not gonna lie.
No,
See.
no,
She also
no,
has
She's
self
right.
heal. Somebody dives her, they get blown up. Dead.
no, man.
I think C or D.
CC
She's pretty
immunity
bad.
ult with a nice little poke on that.
I'm putting her D. Or
Yeah,
C.
with a nice little
Nah,
50
there's
damage.
no
That's
way
pretty good.
she's...
No, I can't. No.
Bro, there's no way you're putting her that low.
You put her here?
Bloody.
Sell me swag.
What?
Sell me
She's
swag.
C. She's definitely C.
Sell me swag. Sell me. Come on,
Okay,
come on.
look.
I'm
Look.
listening.
She can clear wave.
Okay.
She has some good self peel. You know, somebody dives her, like somebody blinks at her. Tank or not tank, they're most
Mhm,
likely
mhm.
gonna fucking get chunked or get Aegis or something.
Okay.
And then if she's in trouble, she gets up in the air, right? And if this is late game we're talking, she's gonna chunk everyone, right? But I think she's also a little hard to dive with the ult and stuff. You know, buys her a lot of time. I think she's a solid maybe. Yeah, I'll put her B. I'll put her B. The
Pitt.
depths will play.
Pitt, talk to me.
Pitt
I
runs
can
the
go.
blink no wall, so you
I
know.
go blink new one, just one shot the kill.
Oh well, in that case, that's C. All right. No, no. That's good. I'll leave it here for now. I'll leave it here for now. I'm still not happy about that, but I'll leave it here. Olo.
Oh, bro, as much as I want him to be good, he just isn't.
They buffed his alt, so it's 10% less.
Yeah, but I mean,
Hey,
it just takes too
nobody-
long to get online, my guy. You know what I mean? And then you're
How about
also
Lava
like,
Claw?
out of O, you're an auto attacker, so whenever
say
you auto
A.
attack, any other mage can probably throw their kit at you. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Can
the
you
thing
really
about auto
justify
attack.
putting him with Kronos and Sol though?
No.
Oh no, dude! I
So
read it
yeah,
too.
I have to put him at B, right? Because if you're
Yeah.
putting Kronos and Sol in here, can we really justify that?
Yeah, no, I definitely put him at B, bro. The B is what I was thinking in the beginning, but he just takes too long to get online, my guy. But it's always.
I can't put him with Freya. I genuinely can't.
He's not. I don't think
he
he's as
offered
bad
more
as
than
Freya because his ult can.
You
potentially
can
turn
group
fight.
heal, right? You do have better clear than Freya does, and your ult is a team fight ult. Like it's I can't justify that.
Odin.
I think he's A, only like because he's got a lot of counter picks in S, but situationally he could be S very well.
I think he could be 10. I could think he almost be S too. To be honest.
Yeah, I think.
I think
he's A.
situationally with all the healing he could be.
I don't know. In my opinion, I think he's S.
You really think?
I feel like his ult's just always good. It's not like the ult's really going to be bad anytime. I mean, even if
And then
they
your
do have a
bird bomb
dash,
and your jump is
if you
getting
can wait.
silenced.
I don't
and
think
Ganesh
you're. I don't
opens
think you're
that
using.
cage.
I think if you're using bird
Yeah.
bomb, I think you're using them wrong. If you use him with just a shield, and you just go up and hit just poke them, and then once your shield goes down, dash away or do whatever you have to do to get away, he can be a very annoying god. I feel like he's actually very hard to deal with if played properly. But if you're bird bombing on cooldown and you're using your shield and then dashing on them, then yeah, you're gonna die. But
Dude, I mean, if they're running double tank like Ganesh and Ares, that Odin ain't doing jack shit, brother. He can't even jump away because he might get fooled, man. He's might be forced to get beads. Like,
I
yeah,
don't
no.
know. I
He's
think if you're,
definitely A. I think he's a good A.
I think into certain carries he can.
I think in certain
Single-handedly do
I think
a
he's
lot.
A like, and if super situational, I think he could be up here. I can't
I
say
think
super
he's a great
situational. I
starter.
think situational.
I think he's kind of slept on personally. But yeah, I'm fine with putting him A. I think he actually.
I'm a Odin
potentially
player.
has.
I know what's up.
We'll put him at A for now. We'll put him at A. I think you could have a conversation on moving him up for sure. Osiris.
Osiris. Yeah, I feel like that character's good. I just never play him, so I don't.
I think
know.
he's very good, and they buffed him.
I think either A.
I think he's
A.
A.
I think he's
I think
good
he's
at
strong
A.
there.
And the anti-heal, I think the auto attack speed when you run a double front line, I think he's crazy.
Plus, he does have the carry potential because auto attacker, you know.
Correct.
Kins.
He's also got great poke. I really like him. He's really
Pele.
good.
I think Olo is very good.
Poke is really
Pele.
Pele. You're not gonna see her. Well, I mean, she does. She can clear a wave theoretically. So I'll put her at B.
I'll put her in
But
B. I don't
she's
think she's
very
that
much
good.
all or nothing, just like a lot of other assassins, But like her
And
ult also is like,
yeah,
it's
I don't
alright.
think that's a good thing. I don't like all or nothing gods, especially in Joust, because
It's
teams
very
usually know
cookie,
that.
Yeah.
Teams usually know that, and if you do go all in, unless your team's super coordinated, they're just going to focus you. You'll
Pitt,
die.
what are you thinking?
I'm thinking B.
Persephone.
Oh, S, I might say. You missed your ult, but you hit a wall. You're still gonna get that grip off.
I can't put her in this.
I think
left,
that's
she
alright.
is-
Maybe.
Wait, actually, yes. Dude, with the new map being smaller, dude, she could just fucking
No,
plant
it goes
farm,
off behind
bro.
the wall, bro. Behind tower, you have to hit tower or it flies off the map. You know that.
No.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit that back wall.
It actually doesn't hit that
It
back.
goes
No,
through
it
it.
goes through. It will
That
go
is
through
actually
that
pretty
wall.
bad.
I'm talking about the lane though, like like.
I
the
understand
He's talking
that.
about.
I'm talking about if you're diving. Like I think that you're talking about
I like
ult
Esther
value.
A.
I have to. I give her a high A. I think her damage is great, but her again survivability. She gets dove. If you don't get that ult, if you don't get a quality ult, I think you're dead. You're dead. You're just
I don't know,
darn.
man. Because I mean, she has a
she's
jump and a
strong.
ult. Yeah, bro. I'm just saying, man. Like, if I see,
I don't know.
man, I'm gonna bash
High
my
A.
brains in.
She's
Okay.
definitely
I agree,
high.
I agree. I
I
agree.
think she's.
High.
I think she's S, but high A is good too.
I'm
But-
fine with S too, to be honest.
Poseidon.
Aside and another mage has clear the wave, was also all or nothing because he can get farmed too.
A or B.
I'm good with them at A, honestly.
Oh, this is Swag's favorite Rajan.
Rajon.
Rajan.
C probably.
No, definitely B, bro.
I definitely put him B. His dash is
I
too clunky. His damage was pretty nerfed.
I
Even
actually
at
think he's
good
A.
hands, you could do that because if you use him as utility, right? You can taunt or fearless, like you have that with your ult, and you can use the stun as the dash.
Yeah.
But if you're from behind, it feels terrible.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. The reason I put him at B is because, dude, his one is just too damn interruptible. His main source of damage is too damn interruptible, bro.
That's fair.
Like, there's so much characters that are really good right now. Like Atlas, man. Like, all the characters in S tier could just fucking get him off his
They're insta
There's one,
casted.
bro.
I mean, besides
Yeah.
Bob,
Okay,
I think
that's-
Baba's the
that's
only one
fair.
that get out of that whole team that can get interrupted.
Yeah.
Ra.
Rah.
I think you have to
think
build.
A.
I think you have to build a
Oh.
comp around it. I think
Owen
I think his wave clear one ult is phenomenal, but without setup, I think you're gonna lose.
Yeah, plus Odin exists, so, Yeah.
I think you have to put him in
agree
B. I love the idea, his wave clear and everything, but he lacks the survivability, and without setup, he just gets fucked. Right?
Yeah.
Alright.
I
I like
could
A
agree
or
with that.
B.
I put him high B. I could have a conversation of A, like especially if I'm playing with a Kumba or Ganesh. Someone's like, "Hey, here's my CC, blow him up," and you just burst the head off. But, I don't know.
That's true, man.
Rama.
He's an ADC. He could clear the lane.
I think you have to.
He's a
Motherfucker,
real-
if Hachi's fucking S, that fucking Rama's S.
Yeah, I agree. I think Rama has to be S. I think his stem, I think his Astro Arrows through wave, I think his CC Immune ult, his Astro Arrows all can be used for picks. I think that's phenomenal. I just
He is pickable if they get a comp into him, but if you're picking him last into a good comp, I think for sure he's solid.
The only thing I gotta say is probably his dash, man. His dash is low.
well, yeah, especially
His
when you get
dash does
CC'd,
suck,
it
yeah.
inverts your dash.
Or into Bacchus, it can affect your Joust. Those are things you have to consider. Or being knocked up.
Ratatosker.
Redditor.
Bruiser Ratatosker. You can run him.
You ain't running that fucker full damage, no fucking way.
Yeah, there's no fucking way running him full damage, bro. Definitely B.
B?
I think B or A.
Put him at B
Me
because he
too.
does have a
I think
pretty
A. If you're doing him
He
tank,
does have Prunch, right?
if you're doing tank, he's pretty good actually. I think A.
Yeah, he is actually.
I
Really
think he's
versatile.
slept on. I think he's good. I do.
Alright, I'll put
I
him
think the
at A.
Prashad, I think the Acorn Stun, I think you could do a lot with that character. I think you
Yeah.
could put him A very easily. Ravana.
A.
I want to say A because I play him, but I don't know.
I say A bruiser.
Yeah, you know what? Definitely, I could see that.
I think the immunity frames are just insane. A slow, a root, like I think that god's just good.
His ult gives him 40% damage mitigation.
Scylla's SS. Okay.
I'm actually okay with putting the solo at S.
Yeah, just regular S. She's safe,
I-
good escape. She's
I think people are gonna see this
Okay.
as a bias thing. I'm letting you guys talk about this because I'm not talking about it.
Prot shed under 2, a
Okay.
nice root,
Triple
nice
root,
and
12.
critical.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that her main things, she's just so incredibly hard to deal with.
Her
It's just so,
survivability, right?
unless she decides she wants to die, I mean, that's basically your only chance of killing her. most likely.
imagine
I mean,
shooters dashing in, right? Oh, fuck that. That's crazy.
between her dash, her being able to hold 2, so she doesn't never have to be out of position. Yeah, I think she's just S.
Sir Cat.
Bro, what the crit change? Oh my god, man.
I actually got to go with
Oh
S in
my
this one.
God.
Yeah, I think she has to be us.
But
Yeah.
with our
Even
team,
if-
she literally
even-
can't play the game. She just sits on the carry.
Even if she goes tanky, she can still be.
I
a
think
mech.
she does absurd damage for no reason. Her mobility, her CC, like I think you're capping if you're not putting that goddess.
Yeah, I think S. That's good.
She's just that OP, dude.
She is set.
I like set A. That's a nice A. That's a nice A right there.
Hmm.
Very much all or nothing though, because he can't clear the wave. His skewer and clone damage, if you double hit it. It's
Yeah,
fucking
but he is a
insane
strong all
Good
or
escape.
nothing. I wouldn't say it's like a weak all or nothing. He's a pretty strong all or nothing god.
very strong all or nothing. Plus, his
Yeah,
3 gives
I
him
think he's
50%.
definitely a solid A.
His 3 gives him 50% like physical damage reduction, so helps him keep him alive.
Shiva.
Oh, I think that character's an A. He's fun. He's good. A lot of knock up interruption.
Okay.
CC immune. Oh, the stances on you. His heal is sort of lackluster when I played him though. Not gonna lie.
You have to play damage. You have to damage. Healing is troll.
Oh yeah, I know that. Of course. Who plays Shiva for heal? But I mean like it's just a nice little sustain if you're about to die.
I want to
guess.
put
I
him
think
at B.
A.
I'll put him at
Definitely
A. That's fine.
What? I think he's A.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He's good. He's not bad.
Scotty.
He's-
But she's super annoying.
B.
That's all I have to say about her, really. She's
That's
super
it.
annoying. in my eyes.
She's not in a great spot, to be honest. I think you have to put her at B.
Yeah, she's definitely B. She's just so annoying. Like if you're an assassin or something, she puts the ice on the floor, you'd be sleeping for days, bro.
So back.
So bad.
I think S.
Okay.
He always has that potential where you could just get a free pick if they don't have anything up.
That's a pretty big potential.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight up. It's free beads all the time, and some people actually do beads it, but it's too late, and they're already up in the air.
I
so
think the
you're
other
gonna get knocked
problem.
back anyways.
I don't know, man.
He's super
I'll
tanky.
leave
He's
him
got
at-
natural anti-heal. I mean,
I think
he's
he's a
got a
good pick.
CC immune ult that also provides slows. I don't know. I think he's amazing.
Knock up, anti-heal, a pull,
I don't.
pull and
yeah.
stun,
Yeah, I
and
agree.
just a nice AOE. You know,
And yeah.
Soul.
soul. She's not as crazy as she used to be.
You put her.
I
at
think-
A for sure.
I think-
5 Chronos.
I think
put her at A.
strong
She's
A.
A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she's
Especially-
S, but strong. Strong A.
I think
hate when that
double
character's
ADC
competitive,
or
dude.
just yeah, it's annoying. I don't think she's busted, but she's a solid character overall.
Definitely
Wukong.
look through your towers though. Kong. I mean, without the starter items, I think he's B, bro.
Yeah.
The
B or-
starter items is like a cool. Not like.
I think he's B or low A.
Yeah, I mean he does good damage, but dude, the no starter item fucks it.
It is pretty bad. I just don't see him really being relevant in any teams. To be honest, I'd say B is fine. Susano.
I say Sano's a high A. I think there's certain comps last pick he could be S. Real talk, but I think he can situationally be counterpicked at the same time. You can't
think-
just top pick that gun.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
he's
he's
average.
definitely an A.
I think he's average A. Yeah.
I will put him in S in some comps though, but realistically speaking though, the
Yeah, I
cripple
mean,
and-
but you can also think, dude, I could pick a lot of these guys. And
I
they're
consider
situational
S to be
counterpicks.
like guys that are like most of the time they're gonna be pretty fucking strong.
Then why the fuck do we have Jingwei in there?
I mean, I would
She's always
say
strong, dude.
she needs time, but
Sylvanas.
So honest. think he has. I think he's
A.
A tier, bro. Honestly.
I think he's A. I
Yeah.
think he has a root. I think his pull is insane. If you're hitting, you're hitting.
I will say the changes to him being able to damage minions is pretty strong.
That's pretty good. Yeah, because you're giving now wave clear, right? Like I think he offers a lot. You can run him damage for the stipend group. Terra Sylvanas obviously really good, but
Yeah, if he had any sort of mobility though, he'd be a lot better.
Yeah,
Oh,
his
he'd be really
mobility is
good.
what kills him.
Yeah,
I actually
he's
think
sort of like
specifically with Terra, he might be really strong this season.
I had conversations with Habwa being A. I think Habwa is very good. I think he can be counterpicked, so I could put him at A, right? But Habwa was put in S just because of his damage. I'm not thinking at this point you're getting into a late game. Now, granted, you can't top pick the bitch. I'm thinking you're last picking it. If you can last pick that, I think he goes hard, and he's not counterpicked. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of counteracts what you're kind of hoping to do with that team comp, though, because with that team comp, you're kind of hoping to win early if you're going against a double guardian
He's
ADC.
not Habwa, so you think you move him down to A?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like
This
he's
is
really
so-
strong.
he-
He's a strong A.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like late game you could just blink 3, 4, and then kill
I
any.
mean, I'll leave him here for now.
You
I
have to
think
build a
it's just-
comp around him. I
you
think
have
you
to
still
build
have
a
to build a
comp
comp. You do have to build a comp around him. It's not like he's just going to live by himself.
yeah, I
but
think-
he does do a shit ton
Yeah.
of
I'm
damage.
thinking
I would
in the
agree.
right. I can't say it in the right situations always, but like I'm last picking that god, and if you're last picking in a good con, I think you should on everything.
I agree 100%.
Terra has to be S.
No,
I-
Terra's not S, dude.
Yes.
She could just click
Yes.
4, and you think, oh, I'm doing so much, and then they have an ink, and there you go. you
The-
In this
fucking
in
team
this
It is
new
the
map,
okay. Swag.
Oh, and
It's not just the
cripples.
healing, man, that her alt gives. It gives mitigations, my guy. You realize that, right?
yeah, but the ink goes through that, doesn't it?
No, it goes through
It
the
gives-
healing.
No,
I-
ink gives damage increase too, right?
I
Pretty
think
sure it does.
not only that, but on this map specifically, you can actually block off the entire like
I think Terra's
Bull
S.
Demon.
I really do.
you can. She is definitely ass. You can block
Dude.
off the entire entire
Bro,
pathways in the jungle to the bull demon with just
Yeah,
her two.
I mean, I see
That
Terra,
is broken.
and I go Ares. I see Terra, I go RTO. I see a cripple, the half her kit's gone, dude. You know what I mean? Know what
I
I'm
do
saying?
know what you're saying, but I think for what she provides, she's very strong.
I
Great
think she's
clear,
phenomenal.
great clear.
I
She can
think
block
she
off
is.
path and create huge openings.
I mean,
for the
if
team.
I have to A tier this, I have to A tier Habwa. I really do because I think both
Yeah.
of these can bust some kids, right?
Yeah, I agree with you there, dude.
But if you're telling me I have to put Sarah down, I have to put Blah down.
Yeah,
I
I
think-
agree.
What do you mean?
I agree.
Why is Honor's an A tier? Honor's right here. What do you mean? Oh, you talking Arthur?
No, Arthur.
Arthur's in D tier because Bluestone's gone.
Arthur.
Yeah,
right?
he lost
Bluestone
Arthur
and
is
starters are gone, right? And look what's in top pick: Ganesh, silences, cripples. Like that god is non-existent, Yang. Like it just is, Star. He thrives off the he thrives off starters. And when you're talking about running into DPS characters that are sitting under towers with emperors, what does he offer? He wants to be in the middle. Everyone going spin, 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 damage, damage, damage. Well, guess what? They're under tower poking you. So this offers me nothing. So real talk. Before I move on to the next one, are we moving Habwa and Terra down? Is what we're talking about.
Yeah, move him down.
I'm fine with the hot blah, but I personally think Terra's.
I think Terra's ass.
Pitt.
But I will give
Is
up.
Pitt in here? I want to know what Pitt thinks.
I'm moving down. I think Terra's ass. I'm leaving it. I think they are. I just do. I get the conversation about moving Ball down. Terra is just insane. I don't think you can argue that.
Yeah, you can move
Thana.
Hebo down. You gotta be good with Hebo.
I'll put Habwa down. I think his damage. I think he can.
Then is a.
What you pow?
Seriously.
I mean, he's
Without starters,
Oh fuck yeah. No
I
Warrior
think you have to
Knights.
have a C. You don't have starters anymore.
Dude, no way he's C.
Execution brings him to B. I give you B with Scythe and Execution. You can't argue me A.
At the
He's
first
B.
5 minutes of the game, I could just blink on a carry and kill them though, because them Thanos. You know.
Okay, if your game
it's
plan is to basically snowball with them,
Star, you
then
can show me something. You'll have to
That's-
show me something for sure.
That's
Yeah.
your
Giannis
only
isn't
game plan.
FNG's. Giannis isn't SS. Trust me. Out of anyone here, I want Scylla and Giannis to be SS. Giannis is not into a good team. You're gonna get picked. You just are. and you don't have a lot of walls to work off of. He thrives in jungle, and he doesn't have that.
Ain't no way.
All right.
Here's
Morgan.
Morgan.
In good situations, in late game team comps, I could have a conversation about S. Right? I think this god, obviously being the ability to transform in everyone, is probably the highest skill cap god in the game. However, when you talk about if you play into a team comp that doesn't, they're AA based and they don't have a good alt transformation, and you don't have that, right? And you're from behind, you don't have the area AoE damage that other mages do. I don't know if I can have the conversation to put in her A. I would say high A or B or S. I would have her high A.
I think high A or S.
I think she's good in A.
I think high A. I could have a conversation. I think
'Cause you have
in
to realize-
situations you could have S. I do, but if you don't have that transformation, if you're from behind, you don't have that clear. You're just hoping for late game, and if you're behind, you're just gonna get fucked.
Yeah, I do gotta say A tier because dots do fuck her, but blue.
The only reason star that Thanos here is because the execution and scythe pressure early. I could have the conversation of this, but the guys are yelling at me to put it here.
The Thanatos, he's a bully, dude.
But I agree without starter. Like honestly, without starter, I want to move him here. I do. I agree, Sen. Listen, with good alts, bro, I could be moving a lot of these characters up. Like, oh my god, I got a phenomenal Giannis ult to hit for 1600, or Agni triple bomb, or Boa blink, knock up alted, shits on kids. Like, we're not talking about perfect situations. It's just overall god as a whole.
All right, let's go. Next,
Thor.
Next god.
Jan wants to fall asleep. You guys go take a shit.
Thor.
Thor.
I don't know. He has the potential to be S tier, bro.
Without
High A.
I think high A without starter. I think his rail poke, you can be Rain Bruiser, but he's also man hungry.
I think S, to be honest, actually.
You think?
I feel like on this map specifically, if you can use your walls,
It's very small
yeah,
and very visual. You can use your rails to section
It's very easy to use your rails to section off, I think, on this map. And if you're able to somehow, if you get wards for the Bull Demon fights, you can section off the teams very easily. I think he's pretty strong if used properly.
I think he's very strong.
It does.
We also have Bois in A. So.
And to be fair, though, Thor's easier though. Hebwa, you gotta, before you gotta dive with Hebwa.
I'll leave him an S for now because
I feel like if you go Bruiser with him, he's S.
I'll leave him an S for now. You have to, yeah. I'll leave him an S for now because I have Jingo here. I'm gonna come back to that. So I think Thor's very good. You're not gonna be wrong. Thoth, double DPS. I think you have to have him here.
No, double DPS is scary as shit.
Yeah, I think you have to have him here.
I mean, definitely.
Yeah,
I mean, S because he's so annoying to deal with.
He is so annoying to deal with. You just can't let him free cast, but he can just hit from such a long distance. S or A, yeah, I'm fine.
I think you have to have him S.
Because if you forget to ban him, and you already got all your characters, and this not Ares or Kabrakan.
You're last picking. Like again, when you look at you're looking at mages, they're always last picked. It's the only time when they're SS is when they're first picking, right? I'm thinking last picking these gods. I think Thoth is phenomenal, and the right team. I don't think it can be argued.
Yeah, like if you have a Thoth in your game, you're not gonna hit him, and he's gonna hit you.
Yeah, I like it.
Tia, I think is good A. I think she was phenomenal with tablet, right, and kind of that poke, really poke heavy. I don't think she offers besides that.
I think she's good.
Yeah, I think
she offers a good amount of poke and damage, but she's definitely A with some of those nerfs, or not necessarily nerfs to her, but the itemization. Tsukiyomi. Very all in.
Oh, dude, I used to build him Bruiser, but he doesn't even have.
You don't have a starter.
Anymore. Yeah, I put him
A and B now.
I put him at B, bro.
Okay. Tier.
He's pretty strong. Tier, the new tier. The new.
I think he's S. I think he was already A. I think the alt changes S. And I think he's S because of the breastplate regrowth. I just genuinely think Joust players don't utilize him. I just don't, and I don't know why. I think he's so slept on.
I think he's S.
I think he's just S.
He's good.
Like his combo, just the pressure he offers, a good tier is scary. Oh, it is scary.
I agree. I think S.
Honestly, dude, the more I see these S tiers, I feel like Ares needs to go up. Because, dude, Ares is good against them, bro. But, I don't know.
I love Ares. I think Ares is a solid S, to be honest. But
Because like, look at all the characters in S tier. Like
Like
Ares
they all have
doesn't
dashes and
do bad.
mobility. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I'll leave
Ares
him up
is
there.
not
That's
bad
fine.
again. Awesome.
Uller, I think he's the worst ADC in the game right now. Sort of dual, right? Because ability based, and he's just not a good spot.
Plus, he needs trance to actually
Yeah,
use his abilities.
I think he just beat that.
Yeah,
Be
he's
alright.
B.
I think he's B.
Oh, the late game though, he is pretty nasty.
Vamana, boof. Nerf to the dash, nerf to the ult. He doesn't offer what he did. Right? Yes? You gonna be that?
What?
Be that?
I don't think he gets capped that bad though.
You can be?
I still think S, because he can still just run you down, right?
Yeah,
Pretty much,
I think
realistically.
he's
Because I mean,
still
I
S
think
or
he's.
A.
I think he's yet to see. I'll
If
leave.
they
I'll
nerf
leave my
him-
A. I'll
He
have
is kinda
conversation.
one of the-
I'll give him conversation of A.
I think A.
I do agree he dies now. I do. I don't think he offers like the scary effect where he's soloing your fucking Titan now.
I think it is one.
I think you have it A.
Yeah, but I
You
mean,
guys
it's
are
the same
kind of right.
thing
We
about,
don't
like,
really know yet. We have to.
I think
we have
that's what
to
I'm saying.
stick
I think
play
it's
it.
foreseen. I think it's
Before
foreseen.
he was literally unkillable, so like it's kind of hard to compare.
So we'll leave him.
I don't know, I feel
We'll
like
say
he
this
just still
unseen.
runs you down, man. Like he just like I was like, okay,
Yeah, but
you
if you
kill me
can kill
I'm
him
gonna kill
now,
you.
the
You know what I
difference was though you literally had no. There was nothing you could do. Like it was either run or die. Like that was your only options.
Vulcan.
But now you can potentially fight. A.
I guess.
I think
I still
Vulcan's very good. I think his turret's phenomenal for
I
Bull.
think Romano's
I think
S.
his wave. I think the only reason I'm not putting him in S is the CC immunity.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Him would do more, but you're just not touching that guy, bro.
Oh yeah, I
You're just
think
not-
in certain situations I think he'd be very good. But
I
again,
think he's a strong A to be honest.
I could have a conversation about high A, but I don't know if I can pull him above. I don't think I can pull him above at a Habois or an Agni in certain situations.
And I guess that's true, but the cripple no longer affects his one, which is sort of dumb. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, the back.
I'll keep him A, I guess. Headcanon S though.
I want to push this kid up. I think X Ball is, in my opinion, top 3 ADCs for Joust. And I will stand on that hill and die on it. I
not
think
SS.
I know he's not SS, but like I think he is
definitely
phenomenal.
S.
He is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
S tier's good.
That
Good
ADC
team
is definitely top 3. Jing Shen.
Oh, wait, no, Xing is really good into fucking auto attackers, bro.
So you have to put him
Really
here.
good into
I think he's got a root. He's phenomenal against auto attack. You have a great ult.
S tier for sure, man.
Okay. Yamoja.
I have not seen that character in so long.
Mm.
Have they made any changes to her?
They nerfed her 2 to shielding instead of massive heal, and then nerfed the timing on her 3. I don't, as a support main, I don't think you can. It is so hard to utilize unless you're playing into an immobility and they just go Phantom Shell.
I
It
think
is way
she's
too
A.
passive. I think she's way too passive. Like way too passive of a mage. I could put her down here.
I think I'll put her A because the map is small and you could.
I'll
put
try to
her
play
in
it someday, Yengar. I just don't think there's too many other good picks.
Yeah,
You're
I
not gonna
think
pick
A.
Yamoja.
I think it's just too hard to utilize her. It's like one of those Fafnir situations. Like, yeah, she could be great if you hit everything, but
Yeah.
it's not. Gonna happen.
Ymir.
Here.
I think he's.
I
He's
love
A.
this god.
Ah.
I love this god. You have to have him in. He
I
can
will say
get
though, with
blown
the
up.
small,
with the corridors with his walls, I think you can utilize it really well. I can have a conversation, but then again, we're having the conversation of like
I don't think it's
situationally,
that,
you can't do that. You can't move him up.
Yeah, I don't think it's S, but he's a good A.
Wuhan,
A.
I have
In
to
my
admit,
opinion.
the damage, the CC Minol and the
I just
3.
feel like it takes him so long to actually start doing damage.
He's
kinda
got
feels
sneaky
rough.
damage, but I agree. Zeus,
Think A.
I put him.
A or
I
B.
feel like,
I put him B.
I feel like he could get farmed. Yeah.
Yeah,
He has so much-
I can't justify putting him in here with this group.
Yeah, it's more like you gotta.
He
get
does.
a
Do you know me
combo.
wrong? He has insane wave clear, so he's gonna be good. He'll be better than C, but
He dies.
he
He
dies.
just dies. He just dies. Zogquay, I feel like
He's non-con.
Yeah. same issue. He just dies. Like unless he's getting value out of his ult and killing people, he
Yeah,
will.
he was
just
used for
be
he was
useless.
used typically for objective shred. You don't have.
You know
that
what?
here.
I sort of want to put him at A because with the smaller map, his abilities just all hit. You don't even
He's
get a
got good
full
wave clear, and he's got fizz prompts in his character in general.
I don't know. He's all right. I think. I don't think he's that great. I just don't see
Jing
a
is
comp
S.
where he actually fits.
He's
well.
into it auto attack. Jing is phenomenal into AA. Same with Kumakarna. I'll put him at B for now.
Oh, we're
I
talking
think
about Zhang?
this-
Oh, dude, Zhang is a strong A, I think, dude.
Okay. I think this god is hot garbage in Joust. I think the immobility, I think this guy gets fucked.
I think he's A.
I think he's
You
okay.
think he's A? I think B, bro. You think A?
I think he's A.
Yeah, I'll put him at A, dude. You know, he's alright.
He's not like strong, but he's not like weak to where I don't think he's in the same threshold as like a Thanatos.
Yeah. Plus, you could throw a minion in your face, you know.
I don't know.
Mighty.
I think this could be her. I really do. I am a firm believer of that. But
Nah, dude, Kuzenbo just destroys them so bad, bro.
Marty's either S. I could see the potential for SS because just I'd say S. I say S.
I say S, because, I mean, Kuzenbo gatekeeps him, my guy. If you're Marty, and you have
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's a good call. You do need the bluestone. Yeah, okay. I get that. That's fine.
The Bluestone's strong.
The
He's not one
Bluestone's
of those
big.
gods where you can pick and you have no problems. Like he's
That's
not
fair.
just gonna do everything he needs
All right.
no matter
So
what.
back to our final conversation of the night, and I'm gonna die on this fucking hill. This guy belongs here. I will die on that hill. Now, Jan, go ahead. What is your response to this?
Hachi does not belong in SS. That is fucking cap. I'm a fucking stag, dude. What the fuck?
What is your reasoning behind it?
You cannot tell me this dude goes from basically unplayable with a 20% attack speed buff. He becomes SS. You are on crack, buddy. On crack.
He's received 2 buffs. And it wasn't
Okay.
just his passive that was changed. And his mobility and a CC win all. You're telling me you're not going to pick that?
His star's better.
Then Hachi? I think
Yeah. His star's better. Listen. I know you love Hachi, but he's not that.
I'm printing this as it. Like I'm printing that with Hachi there.
He's
Jan's
not-
gonna hate me for that.
He's not SS. He's not SS. You're on crack if you think.
I genuinely believe
Hachi's
he's SS.
fucking
I
SS.
genuinely believe he's SS. But we'll
He's
play it
not
out, and if it
SS.
changes, it changes. Any other changes you think?
Looks good to me.
Hachi,
Jing,
he's-
what do you really think
looking
Jing's
a lot.
S though?
Dude, Gene's definitely S, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
talk me through that real quick. Why the
Okay.
Jing S?
Motherfucker, if Hachi's SS, then Jing is fucking S, buddy.
Wait, we saying Xing or Jing?
Jingwei.
Oh, Jingwei. Oh, dude, she's just safe, dude. She's just
Safest hunter in the game. CC immunity ult. She can. I mean, she's knock up immune basically with her dash. Her passive's amazing. She'll always get XP. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what more you need to be
You gotta
honest.
try really fucking hard to die with that character, bro. You know. And then she blows you up too. She has a crazy light game.
The thing
Or-
is, although she has a weak early game, you have to debate: is it worth a strong late game? And the answer is fuck yes for her. To be honest, she has a very strong late game.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing how safe she is too is just, you know, it's like
Yeah.
not only is she gonna get away from everything and blow you up, she's just it's hard to catch that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Any
it's not-
final comments?
Let's
Hachi.
see. No?
Jan is a non-believer on the Hachi.
I'm just so sad that a lot of A tier characters can be S or like B can be A, but at the removal of starter items, dude, I don't know what high res is fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're thinking.
I genuinely believe this though. Like you could probably have him down here, bro. He is probably like without Bluestone. I just
Oh hey fam, Critchy for real.
oh, Jingwei. Yeah, that's fair. I'm
I'll
leaving
tell
this.
you who
I'm
won't
printing
do
this.
that.
My
Fucking
name.
Hachi
Yeah. I'm printing my name on the fact Hachi's up there, and Jan's not gonna believe it. And then he's gonna see a Hachi playing. Oh my fucking god, Blandy was right. He's never gonna say that, but it's fine.
Buddy.
All right, boys. So that is the tier list.